Welcome back to the Lovely Radio Show with your host, Miss Toy. My co-host, J-Pad, the Juggernaut, bringing the love back to radio with quality music owned by the artists and producers, great content updates, and of course, we got a new day added, West Coast Warrior Wednesday, which went up last night for sure. Thanks again to Iami. She just posted the bag. Make sure y'all go stream the bag. It's the holiday season, and we want y'all to run the bag up, okay? So, welcome back again. Thank you for joining us on this Thursday evening. You guys know what it is. Make sure you come in, like the show, share it with a friend, a family member, somebody that does music, and then make sure y'all follow all of the platforms, Lovely Radio Show. Okay? That's what I want. Now, give me an update, JPad. I know we just hollered yesterday, and this is another crowd. So might as well say the same thing if you want to from yesterday.
Another crowd. I finally feel like the monkey is off my back. I had a cold over the holiday season, so feeling better. You know what I'm saying? Still taking my remedies, making sure everything good, but for the most part, feel pretty good today. The sound box has done well in its first, I'd say, week. I mean, these things take time, but yeah, the sound box has done well. I had did a introductory video on YouTube. You can go to my channel on YouTube and check it out. But it reached about almost 4,500 people, which is cool, which is a good thing. And I just want people to try it out. It's a fun little thing to try. If you're a music producer, if you're somebody that's into music, or you're just getting started and you want to play around with some instruments, I have a signature instrument of my own, and it's called Soundbox. You can go on my website, custombeatking.com, check it out. At the end of the month, on the 29th, I released a single called In the Lane. You can check that out as well. That's all on my website. You know what I'm saying? One-stop shop. You can check out the link to Miss Toy's website on my website too. So you already know what it is, man. Other than that, just been staying active, doing recordings with some of my regulars, doing consultations as usual. You know what I mean? And just been building up and strategizing. You know what I mean? Like strategizing, trying different things. And I think that's what we all should be doing, trying different stuff and seeing how things work out. And I didn't want to take up too much of the time, but that's what's going on.
We asked for an update, you know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. We both conversating up here for the people, like we do on Thursday. When our
Right.
other hosts come through, we gonna do the same thing with them. You know what I'm saying? So no matter what it is, we happy that you guys are here to join us to hear about good news, to hear about the sound box, to hear about the new songs that we have out. If y'all go to Bandcamp, can check out my new single produced by Mr. Payback, Set the Tone, and
Yes.
also in other songs that's on all platforms. But make sure y'all go check out the newest one, Set the Tone,
Set the
on
tone.
Bandcamp and download it. Okay, that surely helps the warrior. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all do that. And if you're generous, you can hit the Cash App CEO Warrior. Tonight is a special night. Of course, it's Thursday night. We always have big stuff to talk about, music to promote, and also play. Mr. Mike Mars and Sage, the goddess, Say My Name is second on her list of Spotify. And just shout out to my warrior over there making moves. My number two country, because I'm streaming in 150 something countries or 20 something countries. And the top second one is Canada. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to US, then Canada, Germany, France, and the United Kingdom. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
My top five. So yeah, shout out to everybody who's been streaming all over the country, all over the world, all over the globe. I appreciate y'all. Keep the music, you know what I'm saying, in y'all playlists. Added to over 400 new playlists. Thank y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure I drop some new music so we can get 1,000 more. You know what I'm saying? Additions to the playlist. Y'all need the music. I got it. Okay. So y'all can continue to add new music when y'all download or find out what's new over here in Warriorville. So yeah, Miss Toy Music, y'all can see that behind me right here, MissToyMusic.com. Make sure y'all tapping in. Yes, Mike Mars. Oh God, Canada. You know what I'm saying? Y'all doing y'all thing. Peace and blessings, Frank. If you want to stop. Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's big when you supporting people during this whole journey. You know what I'm saying? You supporting other artists in different countries. It matters. It matters in the stats. It matters in the people that finally get a chance to hear us. You working with new artists is like a big thing. So yeah, I salute everybody that's been sharing music from over here, doing what y'all got to do. I promise y'all, it's more music to come, and I really do appreciate y'all for real. Big facts. Yes, a salute to all my warriors that's coming through. Make sure y'all like the show. Please like the show so we can stay up in this algorithm. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Lovely Radio Show on YouTube and also Twitch. And just stay in the mix with us. Hey, Hip Hop Love 99. Yes, that is. It's dope. You know what I'm saying? To have all these countries, under our belt. They've been, continuing to show love because they showed up on the stats. You know what I'm saying? You can't show up on the stats if you're not streaming the music. So yeah, I got a big love for y'all doing y'all daily thing. We riding with you. Thank you. Thank you, Hip Hop Love 99. What up, being Frank? We just here riding it out. 125 countries, y'all. Go for the 125 countries. You gotta keep streaming. You know what I'm saying? Lovely Radio Show worldwide, baby. And every artist that come up here get a chance to play their music, review their music. If you're a producer, come through. You like playing beats. Nobody over here stealing. You feel me? Nobody over here wants your stuff. We just want you to promote on the channel so other people will know that they can come through. Now we do tell y'all, go register your music. Just like you register a song, you can register a track. Okay? You have your dates, your numbers that you registered. So if you play it over here and somebody do on the outside take your music, you can fight for your music because you have the dates and everything when you registered it. Okay? Because people think of great ideas, of course, on their own, but they also do grab from and, get inspired. Too inspired nowadays because y'all use whole goddamn. I'm really getting, I'll get on y'all later about that. Ready for another great night. Thank you, Empire Hood. Reckless, what's going on? Tapping in, showing love to the show like we do every Thursday night. And just peeping game, though. You know what I'm saying? Because it is a lot going on, huh, Dad?
Oh, man. Too much. Too much going on.
It's a lot. It's so much. I kind of just like gonna take my time tonight.
Yeah, you gotta just absorb it all in because there's so much going on. It's like the world just.
Oh my God. And it all kind of starts with this hip hop beef and ends with it because more information just keep coming out and it just doesn't look good. Some people really don't know how to take a loss.
Man, when they saying that things is just tearing, the walls is just crumbling down, yeah, it's going all the way down.
All the Randy Watts, what up with it? You say you had a concert? Yeah, tap in with us when you're done, Warrior.
Okay.
I didn't want you hanging from yesterday. But much love to everybody stopping in. Make sure y'all like the show for me. Who's in our private chat? Make sure y'all like the show. Tap in with us, and it might be some messages for us, letting us know what's going on back here. Okay, yeah. Okay, good. Thank you. But yes, we got to watch everything moving in this business because, of course, slowly but surely, the shit is being reset.
Yes, slowly but surely, it's coming down like one little section at a time, but it's starting to trickle itself all the way down. You know what I mean?
It's taking a little bit of time, like you said, but the trickle down is going down, y'all. So if you got your eggs, all lined up in a row, you fine. You just got to be consistent. Don't worry about what everybody else doing, but you need to know what's going on in this business. You need to know. It's a need to know type of experience. Because if you're just putting out music and you don't even know where to market it to, what's going on in today's climax, you're going to be upset. You'll be sad. It's going to be like, oh, this motherfucker, I don't make no money doing this. Of course. We get that. We get that part. It's understandable. because a
Mhm.
lot of times every season is different. Every quarter is different when it's comes to music.
It
But as
is.
we
You're very right, Toy. Like the people have to start, if you're really serious about the business of music, you definitely need to start paying attention to the quarters. You can look at this like a professional game. I mean, like it's 4 quarters. You know what I'm saying? You got to know when one quarter starts, one quarter ends, what quarters is trending the most with, people getting the most traction, all that stuff. You know what I mean? Pay attention to the quarters.
yeah, what's going on, Wapner? It is important to, pay attention because you don't have to worry about the 365. If you
Right.
take quarters, in planning and marketing and things like that, you'll do much better.
Right.
Um, the best places, you know what I'm saying? Of course, he said, I don't want Sage to get on these bot playlists,
Uh,
continue to do what you've been doing, you know what I'm saying, at the same time.
And you
right.
can
Goons got a couple of
go
tidbits for
on
you.
Facebook and in the groups, Spotify groups on Facebook, you can find a lot of collaborative playlists, which means they'll let you add your song into their playlist or vice versa, and and they all work together, getting your song on the playlist and streaming it. So
Yes.
that's been like one of the best ways
Mhm.
without paying for placements and stuff like that. So that's just one thing that I found.
And
Yeah.
and why that works good is because people want to get promoted from new people all the time. They want to add new people and they want to add real people. So if you have music and they're adding your music, that lets them know that you're a real person and that it's no funny business going on, and that y'all both can do teamwork and make things happen together. We talked about that yesterday.
Do some curating. That's what I was just getting ready to say. Is like Goon said in the Facebook chats, you can find curators, and you can look those people up, check it all out. You know what I'm saying, and network and build up.
Hmm. Now, joining us is my warrior Speak Low. He was at a beat competition yesterday, and of course, we wanted an update right off the back. What's up, Speak?
What up? What up? Can
Yeah,
y'all hear me?
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Oh, it was, it was good. It was a night. You know what I'm saying? It
So
was, it
tired.
was a night.
Hey.
One of the person that was supposed to battle didn't show up, so the person that was supposed to go up against um that guy automatically moved forward
Mm.
and did her first battle.
Her. Okay.
And she won her first battle, so she got to play 2 beats. So the first neck and neck, they go 1 beat, and
Mhm.
the second they get past the first one, they go 2 beats. So she got to play 2 beats, and then so she won that one. Then she went up against this one guy who he uh the judges called it right. The judges called it right. One of her beats, the first beat was dope. Second beat, it didn't have the energy. Third beat didn't have the energy. And then, we always say, one more beat, we get the crowd be like, one more beat, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And the third beat was dope, which she should have played the third beat within her, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
But she didn't get it. They judged it right, but um, when you doing when you part of that community, you got to be it's a thing. You have to be a um, a good participator, not a sore loser.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So when it came down to uh giving out, where you they can find you and all that, she didn't want to get back on the mic. Yeah, and then it was like some little antics in there that I would never do as a producer going against people. Is poor sportsmanship as far as like she counting off, you know, in somebody's face. You counting off. I mean I can see if you counting off, but not in somebody's face. But
Right.
Mhm.
she counted off, and we waiting for the beat the incline. You know what I'm saying? Go up. She
Waiting
just
for that,
counting off.
waiting
And
for that pitch.
even the judge, one of the judges was like, I don't know what she was count. I don't know what the counting was for. I was saying the same thing. I'm like,
Yeah, what was the kill off for?
what we count? What we counting off? You know what
Man.
I'm saying?
Waiting for that moment.
Yeah, for that moment, then you gotta humble yourself. Like
Yeah,
it's just about humbling yourself. You know what I'm
for sure.
saying? We seen this person before come in, they pass off the ox cord. They call it, the ox moment, to where anybody can play a beat and play their beats or whatever if you're not even in the beat battle. Just during the break, you sign off as 10 people, you get on that list or whatever. Uh, we seen this person that was in the beat battle. We seen her that was in the beat battle miss the list and talk about that shit the whole night. Like, be mad about it the whole night. Like, man, I wish I was here. Ooh, but you can't be a sore loser. She still moves on because they started the battle so late.
Mhm.
And I could have stepped in the battle. But I felt like it wasn't my place. For the person who didn't show up to battle her.
Right.
I could have stepped in, but
Mhm.
you know what? I understand being the OG in the game. Sometimes you gotta humble yourself. Just sit down, humble yourself. I'm watching, I'm paying attention. I'm not finna,
Man, I
I'm not
mean
finna come and obliterate you because that's what I do.
Right. Right. But that was key, man. What you just said right there. Like, in a lot of beat battles, I mean, I would be in, when I was in my beat battle mode, it would be a bunch of people like that, where they would get the serious, the attitude, and this, that, and the third, and never ever really even react in the right kind of way. You know what I'm saying? They'll mess around and be on stage throwing temper tantrums and shit, and it'd be crazy
Or
because
loser.
sore loser, and
Yeah.
you never get a second chance to make a first impression
But
when you're in front of people like that.
but at the
Because
same time, you lose? Did you lose because just like I said, they
that's cool.
started the shit. They started the battles late, so she still gets to go to the finale. Like, did you lose?
Did you lose?
Sit your ass down.
That's all. That's
You
all.
didn't lose.
Nope. You didn't
Mm.
lose.
And that should be irking me when you just pay attention to like shit like that. Like,
But by her
Mhm.
reacting like that, you can kind of say she did, because
yeah,
you lose when you lose the respect of the crowd, you lose the respect of your peers because you're reacting poorly.
and they over there, they telling her that you got this, woo, 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 and me, what I'm saying, I'm one of those. I just sit back and watch. I sit back and watch before I speak to anybody. I sit
Mhm.
back and watch. The one who won last. Yeah, it's out here. It's 21 degrees. Anyway, yeah, out. So yeah, the one I watched, the one who last won the battle that I was in, the championship. You know, people don't humble themselves. He come in with the winner's belt. You know what I'm saying? Just walking around like, oh, like
The never won anything in a life syndrome happens in all ages. And sometimes when you pouting, you should really be studying. You know what I'm saying? You should study the crowd because it sounded like to me she didn't really know the crowd. Like after 3, 4 times, you was failing to launch with the people that's in the room. Like you worried about losing, but you're not even in tune with which track to play. You have it in your catalog and don't know which one to fire. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? That's like a jam fucking gun. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
And
You ain't
all
got
four
bullets.
and all four dudes' beats was banging. You know what I'm saying? Of another color. You know what I'm saying? All four of his beats was banging. But she wanted to be a dude so bad. You know what I'm saying? Like you
Mhm.
don't be yourself. That's what win. That's what's gonna win. Be
Yeah.
yourself. And both of what was so funny, both of them had jean jacket outfits, denim.
See, she's trying to be like her daddy and shit. You know what I'm saying? Stunning like her daddy. You need to chill.
And they
See, I
call that
was
the
cheering for her because she was the woman involved. But then when you come
right,
in and you're not humble, I can't cheer. You know what I'm saying? I can't
right,
cheer for you because you don't even know how to lose right. Like you're not even losing. You still in the game.
right. They call so they call that denim a Canadian tuxedo.
Oh hell.
Wow.
So if y'all ever see Aubrey in him, he's the
Canadian tuxedo head.
got on his tuxedo. You know what I'm saying?
They're like, oh yeah, that's called the Canadian tuxedo.
Damn it. Y'all already know this is the Lovely Radio Show on Thursday. We was here yesterday. Mine is our warrior Speak Low. He's telling us all about his night he had at the beat battle. But also let us get an update from K Wise on the track. Boy, that's a fact, boy. Precious 5,000 up in the building. What up with it?
Shoot, now can y'all hear me? Mic check 1 2, making sure my shit work.
What up, my son?
Man, I was up here this mixing. Shout out to Successful Toy. She hooked me up with somebody to do some mixing for him. So
Yeah,
I was kind of on that trying to get they shit straight, which
good.
is whoo.
Something else, huh?
Yeah.
Much love to Toy too. She was like, this new song is it's kind of hard, but I got it though. You know what I'm saying? You got to give the new students hard assignments at first. You know what I'm saying? We did something simple. Y'all like it, TNT, but now we got to move on to development. And artist development is a lost art, right? It's a
Oh
lost
yeah.
art. We still got to do it though.
Yes, I mean it's not just discipline within life, it's discipline in everything that you do. So when it comes to artist development, you gotta, you know what I'm saying, you gotta learn how to take constructive criticism and that'll make, that's for the best because you know what I'm saying, you send off your baby, you don't want your baby to get mistreated, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And you get it back and like, damn, well,
Yeah. Like, oh Lord, what is this?
It's always good to be teachable at any stage, but yeah, especially when you're just getting started, be teachable.
Please. Okay, Wise. You know how that go. How that work in your studio.
I ain't got time. Y'all ain't really to look like, hey, just get up there and fiddle faddle with stuff and learn on your own. And then I'll come in after that and be like, oh yeah, what you did correct or wrong is this. Like telling somebody is cool, but they don't really learn until they actually touch it themselves. And then, if they come with the question, then I'll tell them. But most of the time, I let them sit down and be like, here, go ahead. This is this program. Just record, play, fast forward, rewind, go. They be like, what? But
Yeah,
right.
that's with the program, because that's how you're gonna learn. You
Yeah,
learn
that and you'll hear it yourself too.
for
Like
sure.
right.
They ask,
they should be able to hear it themselves. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of
Yeah,
like a mirror. You stand in the mirror and you be able to tell where your ass yet, or what's on your face.
Where them knuckles are right there in the corner of your head.
When I do consultations throughout the week, like I have several people that I see every week. And one of the things that I do is I give them assignments and let them go handle it, do your thing. And then when I come back the next time, we'll go over what you learned and we move it like that. But I agree, you know what I'm saying? You got to be hands on. Don't be afraid to get in there and do something.
Hey, Warriors, they did ask you, do those battles happen often? Speak low.
Once a month. So every Wednesday, this next one, this championship is going to be on a Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's going to be on a Friday, and
What? I gotta take a flight and come out there and whoop some ass.
You alive? You ain't getting on
I ain't get
nobody's
on no
flight.
airplane.
Exactly. I'm like,
right. Look, B.A. Baraka.
you better start driving right now.
I'm showing my age. Y'all remember B.A. Baraka, right? From the
wait, they
18.
got a new version. They got a new version.
See,
Oh yeah.
you know he would know.
Right.
BA, look at that.
Yeah, bad attitude.
BA, you know. But yeah, I wanted to tell y'all that of course we're live every Wednesday and Thursday. West Coast Warrior Wednesday going up for independent artists, specifically for the West Coast. When you don't hear your music played on the radio, don't worry. Lovely Radio Show got you. You could do live reviews on your music right here with us on Wednesdays and even pull up on Thursday. Now, y'all know we got to get into all of the stuff that's going on in the world. So we wait to Thursday to chop it up with y'all. It's an interactive show. So if you active, we active. You know what I'm saying? You got something that you got on your chest and you want us to talk about it, you put that shit in the chat so we can go ahead and bring that up and get that off your chest. You know what I'm saying? But for real, do it with your chest when you're over here. Do it with your chest. If you're confident, be confident. You know what I'm saying? What up, Auntie? What up, Warriors? Pack Smoke, Breaking the Silence. Everybody that's coming through, make sure y'all like the show, share the show, and then add us to your notifications so y'all know when we coming on. You never know. I'm giving y'all the schedule. When I give y'all the schedule, then y'all put your notification bells on, pop in on Wednesday, pop in on Thursday night, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Much love to all my warriors who've been downloading my new single, Set the Tone, on Bandcamp. I love y'all. I've been sending y'all emails back, letting y'all know how much I appreciate y'all. 125 countries over here, man. We streaming in 125 countries. That's a big thing for me because once you keep going, it just gets bigger from there. You know what I'm saying? As long as we got the music available, and which we do, because me and Speak got some new shit coming. You know what I'm saying? So I want y'all to stream that because my top 3 albums, Goons, my top 3 stream songs. Do you remember? Say My Name.
Say my name.
I said what I said.
I see.
And work a twist. So this is how I look at it, y'all, for real. My That Girl album is 20 plus, right? Dropped 2001, right? I just dropped Say My Name. I just dropped I Said What I Said. That's in the top. And That Girl from 20 years ago. So if you drop music, don't act like your ass can't promote all of it. Somebody gonna listen to something. Because
Right.
Love Me or Leave Me is one of my top songs too. Work a Twist featuring E40. Work a Twist. Go ahead and play that because that's one of them ones. You know what I'm saying? I went and got that feature, man, for that Girl album just for y'all. Thank you, Mike Mars. He did a review. That's how we ended up meeting. He did a review on That Girl album, tagged me. I was like, damn, somebody doing a whole review, got some stuff to say. You know, the respect is given, and I appreciate when the respect is given. So I'm like, get over here, Mike Mars. Get your ass over here to the Ville. Me and Haj G link like that too because someone tagged both of us in Hand Clap. And I hadn't talked to Haj G in a minute. Like, it was years when he tweeted and was like, if it wasn't for artists like Miss Toy to get, have one of my tracks on an album. And I'm like, damn, it's been a minute. I ain't talked to him. So I appreciate y'all when y'all go in the archives, right? The archives, it's universal. You know what I'm saying? Universal going through some stuff right now. So y'all more in tune with what's going on with Drake. Drake and Kendrick, because they're both on Universal. Now, how do y'all feel? Because it's a debate out. You know what I'm saying? That Universal basically looked out for Kendrick more. But for the last 15 years, I think Universal was on a streak, a roll with Aubrey. He had the top everything. That's why everybody he beating Michael Jackson numbers. Well, they had the streaming farms allegedly, and they had all of this other stuff going on, putting him in positions of number one, right? So now when that same company is using their powers, because they're powerful for him, I guess, he think it's all bad. What y'all think about that conversation? Because I'm like, the label gonna do what the label gonna do, and it's a business. It ain't personal. Go ahead, y'all.
I really don't, man. Drake is a crybaby to me.
Sore losers.
Like he know too much detail what's going on and what to sue for, so that they doing it for yourself. So
yeah,
to me, this gonna be his probably last year of really doing something, especially if he wins, which I doubt he will. But say if he do win, his career is over.
oh yeah.
And I don't care what genre he try to jump into, if he can't get back into rap, because they all gonna ban him.
Yeah. And everybody flip-flopping anyway. Go ahead, speak.
Yeah, I feel like he putting smut on his own name. He putting smut on his name by doing what he doing, showing his colors, showing his colors as far as just like KY said, he know too much about what to sue for. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely, he done it. You know what I'm saying? So it's no coincidence like why you suing for certain things, and then like you telling on yourself in two ways. Like if you don't want Kendrick to do Not Like Us for the Super Bowl, why not sue Kendrick? So it's just like when Jay-Z them threatened to sue Piers Morgan, not Jaguar Wright.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like they telling on themselves. Like Tasha K got sued by Cardi, right? Because she was putting lies out there. So why they not suing Kendrick and why they not suing Jaguar Wright is like y'all telling on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Fool me once, can't get fooled.
Can't get fooled again.
It's a crazy game.
Yeah.
It is. It's a crazy game, and my take on it is just like we said at the beginning of the show. This thing is crumbling down, and the things that are meant to implode, they're imploding right in front of everybody, and everybody can see it. Like at some point in time, you just gotta be real with yourself and see exactly what's going on and see it for what it really is. Implosion is real, and he's an example of that.
Even for the Michael Jackson reference, as far as like he getting more streams than Michael Jackson, like streams wasn't even. There was no such thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, no such thing when Michael Jackson
got it organically without the internet.
Yeah, straight up. And Mike couldn't even get out the car. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about Drake, he do get outside, unlike what's his boy that be in the bunker and podcasting all the time. Drake do get outside.
I could just get up and go right back to Jamaica. He not Acorn, you know what I'm saying? He not from Acorn, you know what I'm saying? So it's like sometimes you got to be, understandable for people to hate on our culture because it's something that we created. It's something that started in America, and people They colonized everything about what we do. So we
Right.
had to see that coming, but nobody, not even Universal, could ever tell you that one day the top artist that they trying to feed us so much is going to sue them. I know they didn't see that coming. But
Right.
a person like we just talked about earlier in the show before you even came, a sore loser is a sore loser. You know what I'm saying? When you cannot face the fact that somebody is, they did the job better than you. But I can understand this too. If the label put it in your head that you will be bigger than everybody, anybody that ever sold records before, then I get it, because you're like, look, y'all told me I was gonna always be number one. Y'all pumped me up to be number one. So, after what I say, 21 days of them lying to him, he believed it.
Right.
Shit.
So is it a heartbreak?
Yeah.
You know
A
what I'm
motherfucking
saying?
heartbreak.
Like we just like Kendra said, like, we like the pop, the pop Drake. We like the singing and the dance hall and all that other stuff because we know those artists get written for. You know what I'm saying? Those artists, we know for a fact that those artists, you know,
We
people,
know.
we know that they get songs sent to them. You know what I'm saying? We can accept that, but we can't accept
We know.
you talking all hard and using the N word in your rhymes that somebody else wrote for you that's probably not of this shade.
What did I just send you, K Wise? Another song that he took from somebody. You know, another song that he did word by word. So, accusing stealing lyrics from a rising rapper's new song.
See,
No face.
and I always said Drake is a that people like what you think about Drake? I'll be like, he's a good actor rapper. And they never understood what I was talking about. Now they do. Just like, an actor gets a script and you be like, oh, he did a good script. He did it good. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to the streets, that script ain't for you.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. They thought it was. They was like, you can use this script anywhere. No, that script don't even work. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
it
It
don't.
really don't work. You have to come organic in hip hop. That's where it came from. That's where all of the arts stuck. You know what I'm saying? And that's why most people are not out there, trying to battle rap and do that. They want to just get their music played so they can get paid for the little under $1 or under a penny ass streams. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You up here, you're benefiting from this business and culture. You're benefiting from it. They made sure they put you up. You was able to make the most money right now. And that's what I feel like is wrong with this business. They want these people to just come in, make more money than everybody, and then that means they're better. What do y'all think about that? You ain't better because you made more money. I'm sorry.
It's terrible because the people who made you you shit on.
Mm-hmm.
You shit on and they stuck in they don't know how to maneuver because you got all this help behind you.
Drowsy said maybe he's a very good criminal. He's a smooth criminal. You want to be like Mike? He's a smooth criminal. No, they gave him the power, they gave him the money, and that's what everybody feels like is on top of everything in this business. Over everything, morals and values still matter because we watched this battle become something outside of morals and values, and then we saw Kendrick just stick to the work, stick to, you know what I'm saying, what works, right? This dude trying to stick to the script and play the street role, and they gave him the wrong paper. They was like, no, you on the wrong page. They started giving them go out there and talk tough. Go talk about his his kid ain't his. That ain't shit you
Right.
talk about. You don't come in there and talk. You don't come in no battle when you don't even know the shit. You don't know the streets. You ain't looked around. You don't know the people that you battling against, and you go in there for the guzzle. Like, oh, okay, let me just talk about his family. No, you don't do that to no real lyricists. You don't do that to no writers.
Right.
That Lil Wayne is gonna take on the battle. I think that Kendrick not gonna respond because it wasn't even a diss. It wasn't
It
even a diss.
wasn't. It was just like, you know, he can't take on about. He can't. He shouldn't. He need to put the lean down because basically it was you know, that's Kendrick's favorite artist. It's like when J. Cole said he felt like he let Nas down. Same thing. They take it, people take stuff so wrong. Like,
Literal. It's the internet.
Hmm.
I'm gonna give y'all bad information over here too. Make sure y'all register y'all music. Make sure y'all go fuck with these producers. This is bad information. Y'all take bad information. Make sure you do my feature special, my daily feature special. Holla at me for the features. This is bad business. Just do it because it's bad.
And if all the hot boys jump in, they all gonna get served.
Woo! Because they ain't got enough. If Drake ain't have enough information on Kendrick, what make y'all think y'all gonna get it?
Y'all need to realize that Lil Wayne did have some battles and he didn't win none of them.
None of them. Ooh.
He didn't
West
even
Coast
beat
is
Gilly the
bring up.
Kid, and that's crazy.
He didn't even beat Gilly, y'all. He wore a Gilly chain in his first video. And Gilly
Right.
was like damn near, he was doing artist development through Gilly. And so he changed his style. And his style turned into more street because now he was with a nigga who was really, more street.
and those
Then,
morals, those morals over there at over there is horrible. At the Hot Boys, them morals is terrible.
Pusha T, you know what I'm saying? He was like, fuck Pusha T. The first thing he said, like, this is not a battle, sir. You got to chill out. You know what I'm saying? So we know, you know what I'm saying? And I've watched a couple of shows that went and did all of the research and homework about Lil Wayne's battle. He even said he's not a battle rapper. He don't diss people. But his name was brought up and he wasn't comprehending because he's too busy focused on, I'm not getting the Super Bowl. Lollipop, lollipop. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit, not lollipop.
Too busy thinking that you're supposed to be at the Super Bowl when all you got to do is drop a fucking album when Kendrick is at the Super Bowl so your people can support your record.
Facts. I believe that it's the old rule: stay in your lane. You know what I'm saying? Instead of trying to dance around in these other lanes, people be gassing folks up, thinking that they can get into some other lane that they really don't belong in, and that's absolutely what takes you out. Like, stop running in somebody else's lane, run in your own.
Are they still kissing each other over there? That's what I'm saying. I don't feel like you. I feel like you lost already. Soon as he come with the video and you and Baby is and y'all kissing and then you said, shit, I got R-word by gang nigga and I loved it. Nigga, I will use that as the hook and I loved it. And I loved it. You lost. You lost. New Jack City X Ice-T. Rockabye Baby Boy. New Jack City Swing. You feel me? Yeah, what up, Bake? Bake in the building, Drowsy. My warriors show up. Make sure y'all like the show. You know, the conversation getting real good. Because sometimes, what up, EP? A lot of people don't understand, it's all love and war and hip hop. You know what I'm saying? We know what lyricists can do. We know what battles are. We know what these things are. Y'all not gonna get in here and convince everybody that this is the new version of this. Y'all move the goalpost too much as it is. We sick of it. So you're not going to convince us that somebody that y'all forced on the industry is going to be the number one top dog forever. Y'all did that too much. Y'all did it with Nicki. Y'all did it with everybody that came from that Young Money shit. Y'all did that. Okay? But it's enough. Enough is enough. So yeah, Misery. What up though? To Lovely Radio Show. Big Salo. What up? Misery. Much love to my warriors, especially if you been to the show, you popped up on the show, you got music played on the show, you kind of follow any of the instructions that we give. Y'all are the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they love when bad news be happening. You come over here to the Lovely Radio Show and it's all love, it's good game. You're gonna get some good music, you're gonna get some shits and giggles. What's wrong with that? But we not gonna sit up here and pretend that somebody won and when they didn't win. We don't do that over here. We're not gonna
Right.
sit over here and pretend with y'all because the numbers can be fucked over. If the person that got the numbers done for them to make y'all all like them, it's fucked up. They was fucked up from the beginning. You gonna sue Universal? You should have sued them when they start not doing your shit right. You're like, okay, this thing just running. The Spotify run from 2018 shows y'all alone. Goons was fussing about this a lot. She was like, I'm trying to, get your music and playlists and stream, and all I see is Drake motherfucking ass on every damn thing. And everybody complained about that on Spotify. Yeah, 2018. Because we were getting, in the groove of what's going on Spotify. And I didn't even like Spotify because I was like, now, I didn't come over here to Spotify to see. I don't listen to Drake. So I didn't come over here to see his face on everybody's phone. Like, what is y'all doing? So it's funny business been going on from the gate. And definitely we have that story. And we're going to talk about that now. Because since we're talking about Kendrick, and Kendrick, he strike nerves in this rap game. You know what I'm saying? And uncomfortable conversations happen in comedy, rap. I told y'all that's why I was like, niggas ain't shit but O's and tricks. When I first got into business, I could have been a positive rapper, but they done put this type of bullshit in the game, and we got to answer back. So what he said was, rappers talk bad about women all the time. Y'all do. Y'all got a bad habit of doing that. That's what made women who they are now. The women that's on top right now stem from y'all men being the way y'all are. But do y'all think he was wrong for saying what he said, before the song? I think we're going to talk about what's wrong about it after we hear what he has to say. Yeah, hit dogs always holler. Which comedian? Don't let no white comedian talk down, you know what I'm saying, on black woman. That's law. So he wanted to be a part of this. So watch this clip. Baby.
They'll do whatever. I'm not a tough guy, y'all do. But just Kendrick, I would make love to him, and there's nothing he could do about it. Just Kendrick Lamar, I would make love to him, and the only thing that he could do is decide if it's consensual or not. That's the only thing he could do. If it's me and Kendrick, this is about physics. It's about physics. I don't even know if I'll get hard. But if we're in a cell, there's a chance that if we're in a cell and we're bored and we done tattooing each other, whatever you do in the cell, and we ran out of board games and we did all the other things, we cleaned everything, and I'm like, man, I might as well fuck you. There's nothing he could physically do to stop that besides put his legs in the air and choose a position. Maybe Mark, I'll let him choose a position. Why are you pulling this picture up, Mark? Why are you doing this? Put up that picture with him and Travis Kelce's girl. Look at that shit. Oh my God, dude, that's unbelievable. Yo, I'll be honest. I would go so far as to say, I don't think he could stop most people on the planet from having sex with him. Like, the only reason he got security is to stop people from having sex with him whenever he wants. Now, don't get me wrong, there's people who could fuck me against my will. I was in an elevator once with this drag queen, and this motherfucker was like 6'5". Oh, yeah. And we're in the elevator, and we're going down. I'm like, yo, if he wanted to take it, I gotta cause a ruckus or something like that. Like, I gotta have my pants. I gotta do something. I know with Kendrick that he's talking a lot of shit, but if it came down to it, I could put him on my lap. I could feed him a bottle. I could put him on my lap. I could feed him a bottle and make love to him if I wanted to, and there's nothing he could do about it. I might not be hard. Dick might just slap soft against his butt. I could be romantic with him, and there's nothing he could do about it, to the point, like, I think I'm so charming, he would just fall into it. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I think he would just be so charmed. He would be like, damn, like, whap, 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 whap. Let me suck it up. You want to talk about another album called Damn. Sit down. Reincarnated. Ask I penetrated. Listen, but in all seriousness, we love Kendrick Lamar, our woke king. And I think we're going to do our best to abide by his. I don't know what his rules are about, like, me having sex with him if we're in a room together.
I don't think you'd want that.
We don't know.
Whew. That's heavy, man. I ain't gonna even speak first because I will go the fuck off right now. What do y'all think about this bullshit?
First of all, before I moved out here to Lancaster, I was in Kendrick Lamar Hood, and I used to see him going up to Centennial, you know, before I moved out here. That guy, I don't care how tall he is, Kendrick got hands. Like you don't grow up in that section of Compton for nothing and think you a pushover. Like, and he like bigger than what bigger than what he is now from teenage year. Like, I don't have no respect for I don't even want to say his name no more for him no more because I respected him as a comedian, but him coming at him like that shit ain't funny. Like we don't play that sex and sex. I forgot what my homeboy used to call it, but we don't play that little sex game or whatever, trying to take somebody manhood. Like you get beat up. Like I'm surprised the other guy, he's from LA. That's on the couch. He should have like
they
said
put their
something
legs
instead
together
of-
for him already before the show came on. So they laughing hard, too fucking hard, giggling like that was
Way
something.
too hard.
Because y'all know
Way
y'all
too
won't
hard.
let somebody sex play with y'all. Go ahead, y'all.
Yeah, that's that right there was just, it wasn't funny. It just wasn't funny to me. I didn't laugh at none of it. You could see the look on my face. That explains it all. Like it didn't move me. It didn't make me want to laugh. It wasn't even slapstick. There was no integrity with it. There was nothing that was even remotely funny about it. Like he was trying to make humor out of some shit that some, I ain't gonna disrespect the people that are like that, but that kind of type of shit, and that had no value in it whatsoever. There's not much I can say. It was trash. It was poop cheese. Pause.
Yeah, yeah, it's like lightweight. I ain't gonna say lightweight. It's just flat out slavery jokes. You know what I'm saying? It's like
They used to do.
I ain't gonna say jokes because that like dog
he
you,
was making a statement.
you sitting
Yeah, that wasn't jokes. That's
that's
why I
what
said there was no humor in it. Nothing.
that's what you thought about. That's what you thinking in your head is to buck somebody. Like he should be in handcuffs right now. That sound like rape.
It was. It was. It definitely is me, too. Because if you feel like you can do this to somebody, a grown man who just said, this is law, we're not doing this. And then in turn, you decide to come at this. And then you said nobody else can be involved. But Drake, everybody can be involved. Everybody can go against Kendrick in this battle. This is how unfair this shit is. You said nobody that love Kendrick don't get involved, just him. You'll never have that. You'll never have that because now you made it to where everybody is involved. You said literally, I'm going artist little dude. And you think he a little dude, but the power that he shows in this beef, in this battle, shows that he not little to y'all. Because y'all just use all of y'all worst, slavery antics on a situation that y'all saying it's okay because y'all beef with, y'all say this about women. You went too far then, but now you went overboard. Because at the end of the day, I don't want to hear something like that. What y'all do in them white parties and Diddy parties and freak offs is y'all business. Y'all protecting all y'all people. But then at the same time, why Diddy the only one sitting in jail for it? Obviously, this is something that happens in Hollywood. And I tell y'all all the time, this game is about dick and balls. When you hurt somebody's feelings and you on top, what they gonna say? Who you fucked, who you didn't fuck, what you did do, what they gonna do to you. It's not a game where people are using common sense. And I could, go harder, but guess what? It ain't no pause. Y'all are weird, and it's all about dick and balls in this game.
And they was laughing so hard like it was funny. Like
that's annoying.
That's funny to y'all.
Indian
Like
man,
you know what I'm saying? Like
It was like
this
it sounded fake.
this man of another descent is talking about. Then he say king at the end. Like you allowed to say that word, bro? Like I ain't even gonna call you bro. You allowed to say that word?
Exactly. Look, I'm
H-word.
one of the little dudes in school that used to be like, "Oh, I got a big sister at home that taught me a lot of stuff. I got my ass beat at home. I'm not getting my ass beat at school." So the little guy, y'all got to be worried about the little guy because he already handled y'all without violence.
I mean, the laughter was fake. The laughter didn't even sound like it was genuine. It was fake as shit.
It was a
That
script.
dude was laughing so
It was a
fucking
script. He
fake.
was hit your knee. It
And
wasn't.
then would stop, like, and listen to some
wasn't
more.
that.
Like, come on.
But we get censored
Oh, for sure. That's the whole thing. right
all
there.
the time, and we get,
There you
you
go.
know, you
Right.
could say the smallest thing on, like,
I mean,
you know, they'll jump at something, you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember being a teenager and one of the homies say, "I got a shotgun," and the police came over and arrested him. We know what that means,
yeah, I'm riding in the front with you.
Right.
but words like that are really triggers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'll just do this to Kendrick Lamar. What?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You thought about that, my dude? Like, you thought about that?
And
No,
none
he
of this would
not.
have happened had
No.
Drake not lost this battle fairly. They wouldn't be talking like this. If he would have won, they would be upset if somebody did that to Aubrey. Like, you
Right.
know what?
And they didn't say
Come to
nothing
LA,
about
we gonna put that nigga on the hood. You know what I'm saying? And he gotta get jumped in. And how he gotta get jumped in? He gotta get right by what's the name in Friday at the next. You know what I'm saying? Damon.
right.
He gotta come down and
Damien.
Damon,
happy,
I'm
your
a
son?
boy, Damon.
You happy, your son?
Ooh, you know what I'm saying? He gonna get the door locked on him in the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? That's why I respect Cat, because Cat said I'm not playing that he get to R-word me in this movie. I want to run from the nigga at least. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't change their whole movie, but I'm not getting R-word in this movie, Q. Whatever y'all trying to do for these white people, shit, clear people, I'm not doing that. That's not funny to me.
Right.
But what was funny is him clinching that dude's balls with those pliers and getting him off of him.
Right.
If he got to do that, you know what I'm saying? That's what he got to do. So, Kendrick, leave your pliers in your back pocket in case you got to do Damon like this. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And it's on record, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
We can play that game.
That's why we playing it over here, because
we
y'all
can
always
play that game. We can
censored.
we can call it like how they called Emmett Till, right? Once
Mhm.
if they in the same vicinity, oh, he tried to, you know what I'm saying? Will we get the same action? You know
Yep.
what I'm saying?
It's Twine for real.
And and Drake cut his braids.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that was a
Yeah.
a unit. You know what I'm saying? He just washed it and took the
Kendrick said
glue
they was
out.
too tight.
Not a unit.
He just
He
had
got
that
a
The
mill.
braids.
He got a man unit.
Is it the braids? The braids? Yeah, so y'all already know Lovely Radio Show, real active every Wednesday and Thursday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Come through, like the show, be on every platform with us so that y'all can stay up to date on what we got going on, new music, new artists, pop-ups, everything, Lovely Radio Show. And y'all see, I got my co-host with me, everybody on deck, Speak Low, KY, J-Pad, the Juggernaut, your girl, Miss Toy. Make sure y'all follow all of us, because we all have new music coming out. We all have music that's out right now. And every year we do, we all excited about it to see where our music is played. It's a Spotify rap. You know what I'm saying? So this year is a rap. When you get that lets you know how well you've been marketing and promoting your music or showing love to the artists that you promote. You know what I'm saying? And don't act like y'all don't promote other artists. If y'all see a lot of numbers and they in the millions, that's y'all fault. Y'all did that. Y'all was on them songs and putting them in the playlist. What up, twin? Where have you been? We were just talking about this real stuff that's going on. The sore losers in the business. You know what I'm saying? That should be the title of this damn show. The sore losers. What we gonna do about these sore losers? Now they acting a fool. Now we seen what Andrew got on his mind. Now we all got to watch our back because that's how they feel about us in real life. We cannot play these games like it's not racism still going on. Even in this music, supposed to be hip hop, it's supposed to be love and fun, and then here we let a colonizer come in and Kendrick show y'all the colonizer, and then here goes some other colonizers telling him they gonna put him on a slave ship. You know what I'm saying? Being Afro Latina is like having AIDS to some of these women. They are pretty. But their fam told them their skin was too dark and hair was too coarse. Make me sick. Okay. End of the day, it does. It's sickening. You know what I'm saying? Racism come in all colors, shapes, and forms. And we worldwide over here. You know what I'm saying? We are international. Like I said, I'm streaming in 125 countries. My black ass. And I'm from Acorn. You know what I'm saying? And and that's a blessing because we want that and we want to be universal in this business, but it's hard when y'all allow colonizers to come in and then our greats, y'all act like they're not greats because they're not doing some of this stuff, this coon stuff that the rest of the artists are doing, or the label, you know, is pacifying this one artist who's just an actor in the business, and then they can't do nothing but step up to the plate when the real artists come to the table. Universal couldn't do nothing when Kendrick wrote all of that stuff that they did. They was like, this is gonna make us money. Because if they, you know, they had to hear this first. If they didn't want your name to be tarnished, they wouldn't have let that song. They would have said, change that one A minor. Now, what Kendrick did was like, okay, y'all want to get off that A minor? Now what everybody's saying, mustard, right? Squabble up.
Yeah.
And I saw Aubrey in the gym, and his punches is real light. You know what I'm saying? You can get swallowed up in LA with that little shit you got going on. You know what I'm saying? They need to stop playing. Don't play like that. And LA ain't even tripping. LA is excited. The West Coast is excited to have a win, and niggas is getting back to work. It's happening over here too. Auntie and them getting songs wrote for them like Drake. It's okay. It's all kind of stuff be happening. But when they start dropping albums and stuff, when somebody great is working, it's because they want y'all to not forget about them. Cube dropped the album. I'm in the comments. They in that motherfucker like, this is mediocre. I don't give a fuck. Just play You Can Do It.
I know, right?
Y'all love the songs you love. You understand what I'm saying? People gonna get older. That's what happens when you live.
No.
They are so mad. They're like, this is mediocre and it's under par. So what do y'all think? You see, he froze. That's why you froze, K-Wise, because you're saying no. But everybody needs to drop music anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm not mad. I'm so sad. You know, racism exists. My Bible say, love everyone, not love them because they're, you know, whatever. It's so much easier to love. It is, but, you know, people that don't receive love, they used to the hate. All they have to vibrate on is the hate. Because if somebody hating you so bad and you go up to them and hug them, they will be fucked up. They'll be like, what's happening? Because they never received love before. You like, look, I don't even want to argue with you. Give me a hug. I done fucked some people up like that before. And they was messed up to the point where they was like, oh, Miss Toy, I thought you was mean. Now you being mean to me. I don't want to be that mirror with you no more. Let's break this shit.
Miss Toy is mean though.
Sometime.
I was about to
Catch
say,
me on a good day.
I was about to say, yeah, I hear what they're saying in that quote.
Hey,
But,
y'all.
yeah, I hear what they're saying in that quote, but there's such a thing called yin and yang too, and that's how the world works. You ain't gonna have just all good and people loving the Lord and, you know, hugging and embracing and dapping. Hey, if y'all listen to Kendrick's album, like I told y'all yesterday, my favorite line is, everybody ain't gonna like you. Everybody gonna like you, even if you're doing the right thing. Everybody ain't gonna like you. So you gotta understand and accept it for what it is. There's good and there's bad. It's just that simple.
It's simple. It's simple. Look, I be trying to see what y'all saying. Everybody on fire in Florida. Y'all see, you know, was y'all shook up today? Because I know some of my people that's, you know, up north was in a 7.0 earthquake, and they talking about it was a tsunami warning. So I had to tell Christian L. He said he packed so fast, he packed faster than when he left his baby mama. You know what I'm saying? And I said, yeah, damn. You know what I mean? I said, no, it's been lifted. You know, it's no tsunami warning. But did y'all hear about it?
I heard about it. I was talking to MC Word Up, and he out there in Oakland, and he was like, "Man, they out here playing."
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
He said, "You hear them alarms going off?" I'm like, "Yeah, I hear him." He's like, "A tsunami and an earthquake."
Come on.
Like,
Come on.
I said that's probably Trump playing with the Democrats because Kamala probably stepped back on the on the West.
Nah,
Oh,
they really
shit.
trying to get, shake everything up because they really don't want this inauguration to go down. You know, they had several attempts on his life. So this is another one to try to shake up the thing before the inauguration. You know, it's already done. It's already done. So this earthquake was a
Man.
7.0 magnitude reported off of North California coast. You know what I'm saying? If y'all was worried about, the people that y'all got in Cali. Cali is really, really big. You know what I'm saying? It's
got a
8
lot of
hours
old.
away from a lot of people, and some people didn't even feel it. So north is the Bay Area, the Sacramentos, all of that area. And they were affected by it, but that tsunami warning was crazy. What do y'all think? Because this is like something that it happens on the West Coast. We know that. But the news of this, the way they put this out this morning, was like it was people in their cars just waiting for the tsunami to hit. Like, what if y'all gonna leave? Leave! Don't just sit up there and be in your car and looking at the ocean. Y'all, you gone.
They say if you want to control people, create fear.
Yeah,
Create fear. You know what I'm saying? Because fear is going to make people most times, because they're trained to be fearful of things. You know what I'm saying? It's going to make them react with panic. It's going to make them react with uncertainty. You know what I mean? So I think that's by design. They do that a lot all across the board, especially in this country. We are the kings of creating fear, and yeah, that's my take on that.
That's how they deal with the vax. You know what I'm saying? They fear mongered everybody into getting something, and then now 4 years later, here's Fauci, whatever the hell his name is, you know what I'm saying, have to sit up here and go to court for something he did to the American people.
Hey, that was my bitch.
Like,
Hey.
he's just the face of it. Of course, it wasn't just him acting by himself, but he's definitely the face of it. And just like they have a team of people playing for this, they got a team of people playing along with that bullshit. And it would be remiss for me to sit there and act like I can't tell people that, because you got to look past the surface. Yeah, he gonna be the one that everybody's gonna point the finger at, but he definitely had a lot of help along the way.
Mm-hmm. Everybody play a part in this, just trying to fool the people because it makes them more money. And the more money they make off of the stupidity of America, you know what I'm saying? The people that wake up end up perishing because they don't want you to be woke like that. They don't want you to tell the people ahead of time what's been going on. And some of us have that discernment. And we're like, look, we ain't got time to be playing with y'all. We want to live our lives, enjoy our family, make our money off of what we love, and be a part of it. So we have to know about what's going on in music. We can't be in our own bubble where we think that none of this stuff affects us, and when it does. Even an earthquake can affect how we moving right now and what's going on. A tsunami will definitely affect how people think, especially if you shock them and have them fearing, what's next. I mean, I know this is not a spiritual or religious show, but you got to stand on business with God.
And plus, how you gonna get across that bridge so damn quick when them waves coming?
Exactly.
That bridge is long as fuck.
that water gonna move fast. You know what I'm saying?
And they just touched it up probably like 3 years ago. So it's like, if too many people try to get on there, try to get out, you might be in the water.
Yeah.
Without the water hitting you.
And I used to live in. I went to school in Humboldt County.
See, who is that? Oh, EP. Give them some homework then, EP. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody no dummies over here. You know what I mean? We read, write, music, make up shit, creators. You know what I'm saying? We not the script readers. You know what I mean? They don't give me like, okay, here go the track, Miss Toy, and here go the words. Fuck you mean? Fuck out of here. I get the track. Let me make up these words. And I send it back to you. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna study some things too before we make music. And every time you drop music, it doesn't mean that you're, in general, because we talked about this yesterday with my loved one, Iami. I was finna call her Pinky. Iami. That just be creative. Be creative. Make sure that your song line up with your hook. And everybody is out here just talk about that now. You know what I'm saying? It's always something to talk about, to be honest. The internet gives y'all a lot of great content. Y'all just don't use it right. You just don't use it right. So if y'all knew about how much money Jay-Z lost on the weed game, but he's supposed to be y'all favorite dope dealer rapper. When the shit get legal, now the nigga losing money because he can't sell the $50 sacks. You know what I'm saying?
No, what do you have, a $50
What?
$50 joint. The $50 joints didn't sell, so he lost in the game. So we're gonna bring that up, because y'all considered him the dope dealer. You know what I'm saying? The big one. So you mean to tell me he waited till we got all the way legal to fuck it up? Okay. This is what I'm saying to y'all. Y'all really just don't pay attention to some of this stuff that's going on. Y'all only pay attention to the loser shit. But we need to know about these losses as well. These losses mean something. So Jay-Z's weed deal. And this is something crazy. While I light up, goons get this. It ain't a $50 blunt. He cuts ties with the weed company before $500 million failure. Things got messy after exit. Let's see more, goons.
Hey. Now that's my bad.
That's my Okay, so $50 joints. What kind of weed is that? Hey, that's not good weed. Hey. That's not what it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z's cannabis brand, Monogram, isn't affiliated with the parent company. This money bleeding weed hub was recently discovered to have blown through $575 million in cash and hasn't been linked for a couple of years. A source tells TMZ Hip Hop Jay-Z stepped away years ago, and it just went up in a mess. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They want to say up in smoke, but with an official separation timeline of December 2022, and is currently owned by another LLC. They got the weed right here. Happy 420, y'all. That's the $50 joint? God damn. Jay-Z and Monogram launched an aggressive campaign beginning in 2020, promising a premium cannabis experience, but still were accused of selling overpriced mid in the market.
Hey.
He went from this to this to this. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all got to watch the play. The play is right in y'all face. The play is right in y'all face, and y'all don't be seeing it. Okay. Well, Seth Yackington told SF Gate those campaigns cost the parent company mind-boggling amounts of money, and Jay-Z and Monogram attempted to slang $50 joints was a no-go in California brutal market. California market is brutal, and Jay-Z can't come there to sell $50 joints at all, as we can see. He can't do it. He ain't gonna be able to do it. Yeah, no. Yeah, it's weed dispensaries everywhere. Nobody wants to go to the one that's owned by the rapper, the rich rapper, because it's gonna be less weed, mid weed, and it's gonna cost a bank.
Right.
While you making a bank off of legal weed, you don't even know how to market to the people in your community. You didn't come from this. That's a lie too. You took somebody else's identity. You took somebody else's identity. Anybody that I've ever known that sold weed still sell it right now. They can. They can go get it. They can go do what they got to do. They still got their customers. You know what I'm saying? The actual weed man is getting more money than the dispensaries because the dispensaries are whack. We happy we able to go into the store. Yeah, that's cool. Because, you know, we should be legal. But don't come into a market that you don't know nothing about, but just because you got the money to do it. You're supposed to put another person's face on that if you're going to go to Cali. And a lot of people in it, that's our color from Acorn, they're not really successful in it as the clear people in these dispensaries and weed. So that's not something that he could have did.
Right.
I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? The music and all of that, getting Kendrick's Super Bowl, stay over there. Do that. This is not what you do. This is not what you can do. I get 10 grams of fire for 50 out here. That's what I'm saying. Pack Smoker told y'all the real. Nobody's finna play with you. I don't give a fuck what your name is. That ain't how we doing this. So yeah, when you're trying to get into other businesses, which you know you have to, being a music artist, we saw Riri take her hiatus from music, but you know her having Fenty before everybody started trying to demand her to do another project. I wouldn't do shit either. If you're a billionaire off of something else you created because of music, that's all. That's what it is. But if you don't want to do it, you got your family, you got everybody's, you know, always talking about what the dream is, what your actual goal is. How y'all know her goal wasn't to be successful in music, start a brand, then start a family? She's still gonna be Rihanna. But the way Diddy just went down and her being affiliated with Jay and them all being, I wouldn't want to get in it either. Because if she had to do some things when she was, you know, a teenager and a young woman to get the record deal to get where she at, leave her the fuck alone. The kids go through enough already being trafficking in this game as it is. So to be successful as some of these artists who are not in the spotlight like that and they just minding their own business, leave them alone. Because you never know what they have to go through to endure this business. And a lot of people are telling you their story right now about the white parties, the you know, the freak offs and all that. And then y'all don't even want to believe them now because y'all think that their story came too late. Some of these people were scared for their lives. Because when you got money, you got power. Some of them transcripts, them court docs said that somebody's car got blown up. You understand that wouldn't be in those documents if somebody wasn't using a power to scare someone.
Kid Cudi car.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, so some things you got to understand. It's deeper than what y'all see. And these labels, hey, to each his own. If you want to sign to a label, a record label at this time, do what you're going to do. But I advise you to wait and just continue to do your own music, start your own production companies and labels, and, you know, get in a position where you have, you know, your value is up. If you doing business with somebody, y'all basically on half. You're not the one getting all the money from the label. You done did the footwork. You deserve all of that money. You done did your videos. You deserve all of that money. All they going to get is the percentage y'all agree to. And if y'all do some marketing shit, y'all got to split that up. Just learn the business before you get into a situation. And then y'all have to come to the internet and tell us that the label done did what Andrew said he going to do to Kendrick. Yeah. Was in the movie How High. Talk about he was from the Illuminati. But some people playing roles and got to get a check because they got people like Diddy going to stop their money. So guess what? He got to say I'm Illuminati. Right? That ain't his script. He over there got to say what they tell him to say. He don't got power to put his own 2 cents in the movie. But they do tell us in our face, and a lot of times we don't even pay attention. They tell us the truth right to our face. They tell us, y'all don't want to believe it. Then when we do videos and podcasts and start telling y'all about it, the Didinati, drowsy. When we start telling them about the Didinati and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Then they don't want to believe us. They be like, oh man, y'all making shit up. Y'all got, y'all hate us. Y'all bitter. And no, we got the news like y'all with the TV off. So yeah, it's a lot going on. But we gonna keep it light and lovely because it's Thursday night. And of course, I want y'all to like the show. Like. You know what I'm saying? Let's go viral, share the show. Make sure if you're an artist or a producer, you pull up on us so we can do a live review. If you got new music coming out, if you got new music you're trying to promote, we need that over here. We need to keep the music flowing. It's not just two artists in this game right now. It's not. Everybody stopped and did what they had to do for the culture to get the reset going. But everybody that's still working in these circles right here, we definitely still appreciate y'all support. Putting all the music in the playlist and all of that, using them for the videos on IG, TikTok, Facebook. We appreciate all of that. That's where we actually benefit from it. But if y'all never know that, and they got this fake business in y'all face and they keep telling y'all the label giving them this. Well, if the label was giving somebody $400 million, that means they already made $1 billion. So y'all talking to people that ain't slow.
Right.
He know he can't make that 400, 600 million back. So he gonna come in here and say, I'm gonna drop this lawsuit. So, but at the end of the day, he JEW. He ain't got to pay that back. He ain't one of us. They ain't even tripping off the 600 million because guess what? They went and got that other dude. Thank you, World Star Black. I didn't even see that. I appreciate that. Have you ever tried opera singing? Yeah. Do you have my lighter? I'm looking for my lighter. Do you have my lighter? You tried it. You gotta listen to some of the music. I do. And if you go to that girl, wonder why they call you Trick. They call you Trick because you ain't shit, you Trick.
Is that you?
Yes. You wonder why they call me Trick? You wonder why they call you Trick? Go figure. Wonder why they call you Trick. They call you Trick because you ain't shit, you Trick. Okay? So that's on my album 20 years ago. But yeah, that was kind of good. Give me that for us. I'm telling you some real songs. Session 2, you know what I'm saying? Lighter, session 1 or 2.
I did not know that.
And Wonder Why. Yeah, I got my opera on back then, you know what I'm saying? And then that's 10 in the background too. 10 is the wonder why they call you Trick. They call you Trick because you ain't shit, you Trick. So yeah, we teamwork this thing, harmonizing and everything, right? Shit that they said that we can't do. We did it. We doing it. So yeah, y'all want some more opera? Yeah. Just let me know. LJ. So now you got to get my That Girl album. And now you got to get Session Part 1 and 2. So make sure you go look up Session. My auntie's still in here. What up, auntie? My auntie named Session. We was out here in Vegas doing our little sessions. My cousins and my auntie say, y'all in the session again? Session? I was taking a session to a whole nother room, like outside, basically, in my garage with a whole table. And I got peekaboo keep coming to the door. Y'all in another session? Auntie, get in the house. When you get, older and shit, you grow up with your aunties. Sometimes y'all just had that little funny ass relationship. You know what I'm saying? So, before they start getting BBLs, you know what I'm saying? We always slap my auntie on her butt because it didn't even look real. You know what I'm saying? Now I realize they've been trying to get their butt like my auntie the whole time. You know what I'm saying? They failed to launch, though. She got the thighs to match. You know what I mean? Listen, that's where the big round butts came from, KY. Leave us alone. Originals. Okay. Okay. To all my loved ones, make sure y'all like the show. I have to go play Wonder Why. That's crazy. Okay, Hip Hop Love 99. Okay. You the business. You the shiznit. Cause ain't nobody ever had to come on this motherfucker and lie. You know what I mean? Cause when we lie over here, it's just for fun. Cause y'all play too much on the internet anyway. Wonder Why is produced by Doug Rashid, who produced Gangsta's Paradise for Coolio. Rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? My producer who initially had that song with Tupac. What is the name of that damn song? I always forget the name, but it was my track before it was Tupac track. So that's how I knew. I was like, oh, he doing some shit over here. I was a little young amateur in the game. When I heard that shit on Tupac album, I was like, oh, I was listening to that track this whole time. I didn't know what I was up to. You know what I'm saying? Up against. So I feel honored being able to work with great producers. When I got to Wonder Why, by the time I was doing my That Girl album, I had long stopped working with Doug Rashid, but I went back and got him for the album. I was like, we need our one. You know what I'm saying? All of this artist development we did all of this time, all of this cool stuff we did. So I went and got my producers that I felt like was assisting me in getting these type of deals. And when I got to Universal, I made sure like these guys are the reason why y'all like me. You know what I'm saying? One Eye, I'm on You Can Do It. He on my That Girl album. That's how I show respect and honor to the people who actually put in work in this business. Not everybody ain't do me fair. Okay? But that ain't my problem to fight with them about that. It was a lot on my plate. I got to the next stop and the next stop and started doing my own stuff. So, you know, one thing about me, I do appreciate, RP Coolio. Y'all can go check out my feature I got with Coolio. It's called Like This. And West Coast Wednesday, we're going to have to play that next week. You know what I'm saying? Show love and respect to my West Coast warriors who always looked out, did music with me off top, didn't ask no questions, just was like, come on, Miss Soy, let's go to work. So West Coast Wednesday is important to show love to the people who are actually in the business that don't get the love and respect that they deserve. We're going to give them their flowers, all right? And Thursday, we just going to act wild and act bad and shits and giggles like we normally do. Kind of got her style from you. Well, I can't say she got her style from me, but when it was time to do my That Girl project, she was dealing with Nelly and in the studio with him a lot. And I do believe, you know what I'm saying? With my own chest, I do believe that girl was taken because of that was my title. And when other people are fighting internally like that, that's not my fight. It's just not. I don't have nothing against artists that do stuff. They are told to do stuff. And then when they do it, you just have to see where the cards lay. Right? So yeah, I don't think she took the style. I think the style was actually appointed, or a title was appointed, and she did what she had to do to get where she had to go. Now, at the end of the day, she got that billionaire white man. You know what I'm saying? That's her win, not what she did in this game. Because you see what they doing with the other girls. You know, Eve came in as a stripper. It was right on time to her to come in, switch up, do what she had to do. They made these other girls turn into the strippers. You know what I'm saying? They got to be half dressed all the time just to do their shows. So no, Eve wasn't on Universal, but you know, she was Rough Riders. Yep. And I met her, you know what I'm saying? Everything all good. No bad stories over here. You know what I mean? It's all good. Any more questions? Because I like when y'all ask real shit. You know what I'm saying? I love it. Actually, I love it when y'all ask real shit. So producers, are we doing a sound check? Because check. We need to go ahead and check the sound.
Okay.
So is everybody plugged up, or do I need to give y'all a few minutes? What are we doing?
Plugged up. I'm already plugged up.
I'm unplugged.
Yeah, I know what kind of class I got. I know what kind of students I got. I know who's over here. I know, because when you don't come early to work, you got, we try to do sound check behind the scene, y'all, but we got to do it live. This is a real show. What about you, Speak? You set up to play?
Thanks for coming out. God bless you. Good.
But they talking about nothing. They talking about nothing.
What they talking about?
You talking about nothing? You know.
Hey. Yeah, I'm plugged. I'm hooked up.
You hooked up?
Yeah.
We just waiting on the walls. Waiting on the walls, the W. You know what I'm saying? Get the likes up though, y'all. Once y'all get the likes up, we're gonna get the sound check cracking. Once we get the sound check cracking, we'll get into some music for a minute, and then we'll get back into our topics. But in the meantime, and in between time, make sure y'all go follow, subscribe to Lovely Radio Show right here on YouTube and right here on Twitch, because we live on both. All right. We on Kick. So if y'all, on Kick, make sure y'all subscribe to Lovely Radio Show on Kick and, participate. Be down with the get down. So let me know when you almost ready, KYs. Then I'm going to set it off with J-Pad, and then we're going to get it started. Okay, look who's gonna be on the Successful Toy Podcast. My guest from yesterday, Iami. Do your thing, Successful Toy. I know y'all don't be playing. Let me see. On the 7th, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, about 1 o'clock our time. Yeah, Saturday. So we gonna tap in with you.
Tap in, everybody. Successful.
I'm gonna send that to my warriors so we can be on Dizek for Saturday. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? I see you doing your thing, twin. And thank you for the message this morning. I was just telling KY, you said, hey, I'm almost ready. Shit was hard, but it's hey, artist development is a real thing when you're working with warriors, because we want to make sure you develop. And I also be in the comments and the chats when we drop something. I want to hear the feedback from the people. And then I'm going to give you another assignment, because I know what you want to do already. And that's the easy part. You know what I'm saying? The big round part shaking. That's what you want to do. I know, twin. Huh? Yeah, Successful Toy, the album. 2025, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can get ready for some good music, some hip hop, quick EP to let y'all know, we showing love to new artists, and we not gonna, let our foot up off y'all neck at all. You almost ready, KY? Okay, let's go, J-Pad. Sound check. Lovely Radio Show. Y'all hearing clear? Clear. Everybody ready? Boom, boom, boom. You up, Speak. Yep. Heavy on the bass too. I had to turn my shit down. You know what I'm saying? I was like,
You
wait a
know,
minute.
rocking.
Like I was in the car, that should be like boom, 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 boom. I'm like, go ahead, K Wise.
There we go. That's it.
All music up. All music up. Turn y'all mics off when y'all got you know, when to play the music, because I know that we gonna have the feedback because y'all doing the music part. You know what I'm saying? So when we adjust back to just doing regular, make sure when y'all talking, you know, turn the mic off so everybody won't feedback. Because my twin in there talking about why it sound like you echoing. Because when they play the music, they gotta push a certain button that make the music sound good for y'all, but it also does something to our audio. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I might have to put headphones on eventually. You know what I'm saying? Damn. But yeah, we trying to get the sound quality together every day. And every day that we do Lovely Radio Show, we always adjusting and to new programs. Like we on a new streaming app right now, and we getting used to it. And it's lovely though. You know what I'm saying? It's an upgrade from where we was before. And of course, we still have our technical difficulties, but we glad you guys come back because y'all know we professionals and we are, you know, can't even say anal around this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? We real technical and perfectionists around here. When it comes to certain stuff, the mess ups is okay with us. We're not tripping because that's life. What can go wrong will, you know. And where my applause at? Because I want to give all my warriors that come through every Thursday a round of applause. I love you guys for, you know, staying down with the Lovely Radio Show. Let us keep rising. And then Watson said, very smooth, K Watts. Very smooth. You know what I'm saying? Put
Man,
y'all
that,
in the mood.
that was
Go
one
ahead.
of my old beats. I did that beat in like 99.
Love
I
it.
just wanted to hear it one time.
All right, let's get us a good round going. JPad, you ready? Set it out for a good 5 minutes or so, and then we'll come back to the chatter.
Okay. About to run something else. Here we go, y'all.
Ooh, JPad going hard out here. JPad, Q. Juggernaut. Fresh Pro Club. We do the motherfucker.
Yes. Let's go. I need that roll up music. Let's go.
Woo!
Slaps. Shit.
Golly. I don't want to come after that. Here we go.
Mm-mm-mm. Nothing but fire on the Lovely Radio Show. We've already cruised a couple of rounds around. My producers over here doing some epic shit every Thursday night. And when y'all get a chance, make sure y'all follow us and subscribe to Lovely Radio Show on YouTube and also on Twitch. Let's go, J-Pad. Let's keep it going.
You got it.
Mike's off, y'all.
J-Pad the Juggernaut. J-Pad the Juggernaut.
It's the juggernaut, the juggernaut, the juggernaut. Juggernauts on the 1 and 2, man.
You know, and we back. And your girl Miss Toy live on my IG, live everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere y'all see that I got a page, I'm live. All right. And I'm live on Facebook. I'm live on Kick. I'm live on the static. How did that static come back? Y'all hear that? And then they want to go in and out. Like nobody's touching anything. Nobody's doing shit. Yeah, that's what I knew that. Like what? What is going on? Okay. Let's get back into it. We're not gonna let nobody static from they unstatic ass laundry. You know what I'm saying? Static clean ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna let them mess up the night. We not. Let's go, Speak Low. Y'all got something to say? We still got this static. I don't know why. But guess what? We gonna keep it moving. That shit was fire though. Mike Mars said, I want to hear Miss Toy on this. This sound though, that beat, GP Productions. Thank you for coming through. Thank y'all for my warriors, all the warrior love every week. Okay, yeah, it went away. The ghosts of stealing music try to come through the speakers. You know what I'm saying? That nigga nasty with it though. You know what I'm saying? Little snakes in the grass ass niggas. You know what I mean? Little hissing ass niggas. So yeah, we got the static. I don't, we didn't do shit. But thank you for going away. You fucking up the music. You fucking up the vibe. You fucking up the session. Shit. Now, before I leave IG, KY's gonna do his thing, and then I'm gonna see y'all over here on YouTube or Twitch. Come on, KY's, let's do their thing. That one was crazy as fuck. He said.
Here we go.
No.
I had to talk my shit over here, pop my shit real quick on IG. You know what I'm saying? We live though. Y'all know we live because look at the damn chat. He said this shit knock. Oh yeah, those horns. This one is fucking dumb too. Shit. Y'all be talking y'all shit in them comments. We live over here every week with this. You know what I'm saying? With this heat. I told y'all we gonna go for a little bit so y'all can catch a vibe. Let me know when you ready, J-Pad. Y'all know where we at every Thursday, and then we added Wednesday to the goddamn playlist. You know what I'm saying? So come over here every week, twice a week.
Right on. Here we go.
Juggernaut.
J-Pad, kill him.
Fire all night, y'all. Y'all know the lovely radio show. Stay cracking. You always doing some things over here, man. And if you're an artist and you vibing right now and you start writing some bars and stuff like that, it's what the show's all about, to get you ready. You know what I'm saying? You catch a vibe real quick. Speak low. Do your damage. Do your thug thing. Blackout. What's that all about? Ain't talking money. Keep my name out your mouth. Hey. Sound about right, Mike Mars. A whole damn compilation of some of these damn run throughs. You know what I'm saying? My damn hair clippers is drowning out the audio. Let me turn this up. The neighbors can hear it. Jazzy. Okay. Serious. Warriors active tonight, for real. If you caught the lovely radio show, Lovely Mix live, you own to something. Because this is what we do every week. So make sure y'all keep it locked right here. We're going to keep this going, but keep it locked right here Follow and subscribe Lovely Radio Show, Twitch, Lovely Radio Show on YouTube, and all of the above. All of our pages, y'all see our names, Speak Low, JPad, KWise. Put the 5,000 before the Wise, after the Wise. And then y'all make sure y'all follow everybody that's in the chat, all right? Because we going to stay connected and do what we supposed to do. When 2025 hits, man, everybody playlist should be up, right? That's Spotify. It tell you a little something about what's going on around the world. Y'all ready to get this back going? That blackout, something else, speak.
Man.
Do your thug thing, KY.
Oh, wait a minute. I was about to trip. That beat is for you, Watson. That's why I played it tonight.
I hear him.
God damn it.
Clap, 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 clap.
God damn it. That shit. Fire.
Crazy.
I didn't know if he would like it or not, but I was like, let me just play it because I was going to announce it. And I was like, let me just play it first.
That boy.
He said it already. Send me this.
Send me this. That's dope. He said, send me this. Love the hi-hats for sure. You know what I mean? That groove. Boom, boom, boom. That shit great. That's nasty work, son. So let's keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Mic's off, everybody. Do y'all thing. Say y'all shit and do y'all thing. Go ahead, JPad.
All right, y'all. Here we go.
juggernaut, 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 juggernaut. Juggernauts on the 1 and 2, man.
Yeah, a little something. What's up?
Lovely radio show. Keep it cracking over here. It's cracking over here, y'all. If y'all ain't a part of this show, man, I don't know. Y'all got to catch the playback. If you're not with us live, y'all got to catch the playback on this one. All right. Let's go, Speak. Y'all over there. Clowning. Damn. Yeah, that's Buddy. And thank you, Mike Mars, for creating Buddy for me. But that shit right there. Oh my God. Go K-Wise.
I don't want to go next. Here we go. boss right there, Jay Dilla.
Bus. Ready? Let's go.
All right, y'all, check it out. Here go the next one.
Juggernaut, juggernaut, juggernaut.
Yeah, a little something. Bounce.
Can't hear you, Toy.
That's New Orleans all day. Yeah, my buddy came through. Yeah, I'm over here live reading the comments and shit. But yeah, y'all doing y'all thug thing tonight. So K-Wise and Speak Low, you know what I'm saying? We're going to stop this round and get into some more conversation about what's going on in the world. Then we might come back, you know what I'm saying? Because we already 220 in.
We can't hear you. Can't hear you. Can't hear you. Can't hear you.
What happened?
Check.
Watch out for that third.
Check. Check.
We can hear you. Turn that third button on.
Check.
You need to hit the weed. Go. Yeah. The music went off. It went off. It went off again. Okay, you turned it off. Okay. Us.
And here, I think.
Mm. I know. Thank you, Jessica. We need to do a long arm hug around them. You know what I'm saying? When they get into the groove, and then they fuck up my high. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes. We waiting on KYs, y'all. So they do need a hug. But that's how, when you do so much fire, that's what happens. You know what I'm saying? It's been a great session tonight. Like y'all been hitting them back to back to back. And if y'all new here, you know what I'm saying, just technical difficulties ain't shit. We always have them. You know what I'm saying? There's always some kind of bloopers and shit going on the show. You know what I'm saying? Everything be all professional like a newscast place. You know what I'm saying? News station. And then all of a sudden we get to the crazy club. You know what I'm saying? The clubs be tripping sometimes. The DJ be tripping. So don't even trip though. We still got y'all. And thank you, LJ, for stopping through. We know you gonna be traveling and ain't gonna be with us for a couple of weeks, but we'll see you when you get back. You know what I'm saying? He be busy, but we gotta keep it going. We gotta keep it moving. I mean, they got heat. That's undeniable. Y'all done heard it already. And this system like playing games with professionals. You know what I'm saying? They try to make us look crazy sometimes, but it is what it is. When we fix it, y'all get right. You know what I'm saying? He said 1 minute. You know what I'm saying? He'll be right back. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and pull up some of these articles because sometimes the music we get caught up in it, but we can't really talk because y'all gonna hear the echo. You know what I'm saying? Because they playing the music. When he come back, he gonna play that, and then we gonna get ready for the article.
Y'all can hear
Ready?
me now?
Yeah.
Dang, this thing be tripping.
it be fumbling the ball, boy. It be fumbling the bag. Mm, 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 mm. Goons is in the background singing, of course, And when it get crazy, she always got to make up some songs too. So that's the kind of fun we have here on the Lovely Radio Show. When y'all hear this music, y'all be making shit up. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's supposed to be, I think.
We're gonna have a whole bunch of behind the scene footage coming out soon.
It's coming. Behind the pod, it's a real thing.
Room floor.
And coming soon. Soon come.
Soon come.
That was phenomenal. We got a couple of more topics we want to get through. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all follow, share, like, all the good stuff. And, meet us here every week. That's all y'all got to do. And then participate in the show like y'all do every week in the comments. If you're an artist or producer and want to get your music heard, come through. The link is in the chat. You can stop through, but make sure you stop through when the system is acting right. Don't come through when it's acting like a hoe. You know what I'm saying? We're going to stop you at the door when the shit acting like a hoe anyway. We're going to be like, you know what? Stand by. We'll get it together. We usually do. You know what I'm saying? If you've been here a few weeks or a month or a year, then you know how this go. The devil be playing tricks. He part of the real ghetto boys. He try to play tricks on y'all all the time.
The real ghetto boys.
Thank you for the follow, lovely one. Feels ambition. Thank you. So yeah, y'all tell everybody where they can find y'all.
You can find me
you can find me at custombeatking.com. Custombeatking.com. Check me out there.
Find me at KWAZ500 IG.
And you can find me at speaklow_producer_barber on everything.
Which CEO next though? You know what I'm saying? All of them gotta go. They going down. United Healthcare CEO, look, shooting. That's who's next. This one. And thank you for the follow, loved one. Gunman allegedly flashed smile while flirting with hostile worker. You know, what's this all about? Is this a video? Show us, because you know maybe some people don't know what's actually happening. Quick commercial. Y'all know how that go. Everybody gotta get paid. So if the commercials come on, you know, you can skip it. But you know, if that's how we get paid around here. And if you subscribe on Twitch, you won't have to get no commercials. No commercials. But YouTube doing something different. You gonna catch a commercial or two. They gonna get all their bread. You know what I'm saying?
Heck yeah, they've been getting on my nerves with that.
I
They be
remember
like, you can hit this skip in 5 seconds, then 3 commercials coming.
United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson outside a New York City hotel. Our senior investigative correspondent Aaron Katursky is at the hotel with the latest on the investigation. Good morning to you, Aaron.
Good morning to you, Robin. 24 hours after this assassination-style killing, the killer is at large, but he left behind a trail of clues here at the scene that may lead police to him and to a possible motive, suggesting anger with the insurance industry. This morning, a frantic manhunt for the man authorities spotted on this surveillance video shooting and killing Brian Thompson, the CEO of United Healthcare. Police said it was no accident.
Every indication is that this was a premeditated, pre-planned, targeted attack.
The gun appears to have a silencer and jammed. When the shooter cleared it, police say he fired again.
From watching the video, it does seem that he's proficient in the use of firearms, as he was able to clear the malfunctions pretty quickly.
All units be advised in regards to a confirmed male shot in the confines of Midtown North.
Police say it was around 6:45 a.m. Wednesday when the suspect, pictured at a Starbucks before the shooting, gunned down Thompson as he was walking alone into the Hilton for an investors conference. And in new video overnight, the shooter seen here about 20 minutes before the shooting.
They're looking for a male about 5 feet 10 inches in height, cream-colored jacket, black mask, black gloves.
This eyewitness snapping a picture of the suspect as he fled.
I was shocked, and I feared that he could shoot me too.
By the time police arrived, the suspect had run off and hopped a bicycle to get away. Detectives now working to determine whether he had pre-positioned that bike close by. New video overnight showing the suspect pedaling his bike on the Upper West Side. Officers found the 50-year-old insurance executive and father of 2 collapsed on the sidewalk. Did he have any known enemies or anyone that you've been able to find so far?
We're reaching out to law enforcement in Minnesota, and we're also interviewing his co-workers and family members to see if there have been any specific threats against him in the past.
To have a pillar of the community in New York, admittedly, for a stockholder meeting, to be gunned down on the street, it's just so foreign.
Even as the leader of a large corporation, Thompson did not have a security team with him. Investigators say they found shell casings with writing on them, including the words deny, defend, and depose. They also say they found a cell phone, granola bar wrappers, and a water bottle they believe are linked to the shooter. This brazen assassination-style killing coming at the height of the holiday season while New York is packed with tourists for the nearby lighting of the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree. The NYPD increased patrols and security in the subways.
You know, day-to-day in New York is really scary, and I think that everyone here is doing their part to make sure that we have a safe event here.
A family is now grieving this loss. Thompson's wife, Paulette, telling ABC News, "We are shattered to hear about the senseless killing of our beloved Brian. Brian was an incredibly loving, generous, talented man who truly lived life to the fullest and touched so many lives." Police have not identified the suspect, but they are building a profile, Robin, of a man with a grudge, possibly against United Healthcare or the insurance industry in general. Robin.
And Aaron, what about the writings on those bullet casings? What does that tell police?
That could be another clue toward motive. To take the time to actually write on the shell casings indicates not only premeditation, but also a deeply personal type killing. And those words, deny, depose, defend, those are words often associated with the insurance industry. Robin?
All right, our thanks to you, Aaron.
So let's get back into this. That was like the jackal. Like if y'all been seeing it. It just reminded me of, something that was definitely premeditated, something that was, planned so far in advance that they knew when he was coming down to his car,
Oh, they surely did. That was without a doubt. I agree with whoever said in the chat. Targeted for sure. Yeah, he definitely was targeted. You shoot somebody from behind, you targeting them. That's just the bottom line. And he had a silencer on. Oh yeah, that was premeditated all the way. And then the bullets had writing on them, dealing with insurance terms. I mean, that's just, if that's not speaking, he was planning to assassinate that man. I don't know what is.
Horrible. Writings on the bullets.
Writings on the bullets, man. That's crazy. I mean, I'm pretty sure, and there were certain reports that were saying that he did have issues with people. Like the wife was quoted saying that, they had threats prior to this. So there's no telling who he ticked off or whatever. That's unfortunate. It's sad to see that society is still like that, but there's a motive. There's a serious motive behind that, and I mean, I would have to dig more deeper into the organization that he was the CEO of to kind of really get a grasp of what really was going on. But yeah, that was pretty raw right there. And in New York, I mean, anything like that can happen in New York City anytime.
Like, as we could see, nowhere is safe, but when it's a lot of people and certain things, if you the CEO and the head of a company, you got to move with security. That's just how that go. The day when you didn't have security is the day when something like this is possible that can happen. It's devastating, but at the end of the day, it's a lot of people in the insurance companies that gypped it. I'm not saying nobody need to be killed because of it, but we all go through stuff with the insurance companies, and they're not fair when it's time to pay out on the accidents. It's not fair when you paid all this money throughout the years, and then later on you trying to take care of some business, and nobody not answering, nobody don't got no answers. So some people are very mad in situations, but depending on what happened in the situation, anything blinded him. Yeah, and I was just talking about the music in general with jamming guns, and you see his silencer got jammed. You know what I'm saying? But like they said, he was able to clear it fast, like he was in the military or something, and still execute what he did. United Healthcare turns down the most claims in the U.S. Yep. So that's something that we already see. It's a lot of disgruntled people and patients and customers that don't get justice. And so I guess he tried to do his own street justice, and then he's on the run right now. But y'all know they don't catch them clear people. They don't be catching them. They don't be catching them.
Right. I think it was mentioned too that he's a former CEO of United Healthcare too, if I'm not mistaken. Could fact check that, but I think he was not actually the current CEO of United Healthcare.
Possibly some other, side business going on that didn't go well, because they don't really talk about that stuff. But as soon as it's a brother involved, they gonna put his whole life on. They would have been, even if he was the one that was wrongly executed. They gonna tell him, oh, this was a guy, he was a felon and he did this and did that. So yeah, we need to know all of that. We need to know the background history of the former CEO. We need to know all of the details, but it is holiday season, and we all have loved ones and associates that travel to New York, and we care about what's going on. You know what I'm saying? JPad on the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? We got loved ones and people that we even do business with that been on the show that's from New York. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all be safe out there. Just like anywhere, be safe. But they got silencers on me. You know what I mean? But they got cameras everywhere. They caught you getting on the bike. They gonna find where you bought the bike and everything. You know what I'm saying?
I thought in New York they be having like 2 pairs of cops walking down the street during the holidays. They stopped doing that?
They do. No, I think they still do, Kay. It's just the population is it outnumbers the police force by quadruple fold at least. You know what I mean? Like they have cops, beat cops, like you said, they have beat cops that walk the beat, and they got cops of all kinds in New York City, to be brutally honest with you. But yeah, I mean, but just they got at least a lead with the camera footage. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's so much going on in New York City itself that I can see that the police can't monitor everything. And that really would be a place that you would think that they would have some police there because they're having some type of conference or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you would think they would, you know, and plus it's the holiday season. Even though it's colder, it still should be more patrols going on because you never know what's going on. Said 10K, what 10K bounty? That's wild, you know, because that's probably their own people. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, so and his own people too. So you never know. Yeah, the Jacko gets. I mean, y'all gotta watch the Jacko. We'll do a review on the Jacko when y'all everybody catch up. But live on Twitch, we always live on Twitch.
Yeah, definitely. That would definitely be a must watch for sure.
Mm-hmm. And it's a good review because sometimes we can analyze what's going on in real time through these shows because they put the real stuff that's going on in these shows for real. A new show, and then all of a sudden this. So yeah, it just reminds me of that. And like the Jacko, you know, we're gonna talk about it in a review. He does have a lot of different masks and face, you know, different identities. You know what I'm saying? Literally different identities where he puts on an old man face and gets in a wheelchair and all kind of stuff. Just like he did, he get on a bike if he have to. And it's happening in real time. So they must have some of this stuff written in the script. He said, remember when the cops out here in Cali began using horses again? Horses was shitting everywhere they were. Like, look, that ain't gonna help. You better get you a bike. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, you know, if you over there by the airport, you might get pulled over by a bike. You know what I'm saying? Cop. You be like, now, come on now. Come on now. Ain't nobody trying to be pulling over for no bike. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't trying to be on a run just because of bike, you know.
And in New York, that's one of the main means next to scooters. That's one of the main means of transportation, electric bikes. And you could tell that he was on an electric bike. He wasn't just on a bike that you pedal. He was on an electric bike that moves like that. Because they said in some of the footage that he actually had one of those batteries for the bike in his hand. So,
crazy life, man. I'm telling you. In other news, I know we have another story. One more story to bring to y'all tonight. If you guys have heard about this is, you know, we got to bring y'all the tragedies too. Can't just bring y'all the fun. We got to talk about the real stuff that's actually happening in our world, wherever we are in assimilation or something. Y'all want KWAS? You got your glasses on?
Let's see. Compton father arrested in the shooting death of what they say, Lovely Radio Show. Year-old boy over holiday weekend.
Get on my nerves. So you know what?
Oh, there's a 9. Okay. 9-year-old boy over the holiday weekend.
I like this clip. And then there's a commercial, but then we not gonna listen to it. Hey, wanna ride with me? Cause Goons be singing in the background. Let's go.
Brilliant little kid with a warm heart and an infectious smile. Neighbors can't understand how something so horrific could happen to him.
He was a wonderful kid. He was really funny and he loved to play with sticks and dirt, and his favorite thing was nature.
A little Christmas tree on its side, behind a blue teddy bear and candles on the corner of Haskins Avenue. A home where family just gathered for Thanksgiving, now filled with insurmountable pain. The unimaginable, their new reality.
He was a lovely, warming kid. Just very respectful and mannerable. He's just
heartwarming.
Shamika Frazier says her nephew, 9-year-old Princeton Nicholas Jones, was over at his grandparents' house for the holiday weekend when LA County Sheriff's detectives say the boy's dad shot him in the yard. Their family can't understand why.
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know.
As far as I'm concerned, it's inexcusable for this young child to have lost his life through gun violence. I don't care what the circumstances were, whether it was intentional or accidental.
91-year-old Rufus Harrison lives right across the street and says he's in shock.
I really can't believe.
Harrison didn't hear the gunshot at 7:30 Saturday evening because he was sleeping, but he'd sometimes see the boy over there visiting his grandparents and says everything seemed normal.
Nothing different from any other household where you see grandkids running around.
On Sunday, investigators arrested 32-year-old Nicholas Jones, charging him with murder and child abuse.
He was a child who suffered from mild autism, but he always made sure he spoke to his mother every morning. He was doing the best he could to be a good boy.
I want them to remember him for his heart because he had a really big one and he was just happy and wanted to learn more about the world.
That's the boy's special needs teacher who taught him from kindergarten till 3rd grade. She was there to drop off flowers. And she says despite his autism, he was high functioning, just a brilliant kid. She says, though, that there were definitely signs of neglect that were pretty disturbing. So she had to call child services on the family several times. Still couldn't believe something like this happened to him. Reporting live here, I'm Haley Winslow, Fox 11 News.
So very sad. All right, Haley, thank you so much.
Okay, if the school had to call Child Protective Services, that says a lot because he was already being abused, before his untimely, unnecessary death, So now you got the holidays. I keep telling y'all, people are sad. People are pretty much lonely and they feel like they can do anything. Like World Star said, and Pac, people are cruel. In this season, don't change nobody. If you already cruel, it's just gonna magnify it. Y'all got something to add to it?
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Rest in peace to that kid. It's screaming how dysfunctional society is. Like it's screaming that we have a strong level of dysfunction, especially within the Black community. Like it's, as much as I hate to say it, it's a lot of us with a lot of dysfunction. And just to hear that part of it, because I didn't know when I first saw the article that he was going through some issues already with I don't know if that means both the parents or just the father. There's really no telling exactly what motivated a father to kill his own son. That's just unfathomable. But the levels of things that are getting out of hand, this is one of those things. It's like it's inexplicable, it's unexplainable. I just don't really get that. Like, I have a son that's highly functioning. He's a high functioning autistic, and it's like you think about the type of things this kid had to go through. You can only but imagine what he was going through. And for the teacher to have to call, Child Protective Services, that's CPS, Child Protective, that's crazy. That's absolutely unfathomable. I feel really bad for family, and I feel bad for the whole situation. We all got to hold an L, kind of like low key with that one, because our people is doing dumb shit, and this is the highest level of dumb shit right here.
And the teachers were reporting that he wasn't, bathing regularly. So he was coming to school dirty, and they was concerned. And he probably was hungry. If he was dirty, he was hungry. So they were doing the right thing to check up on it. But I feel like the system don't care about stuff like that unless, something like this happened and then it's too late. Go ahead, y'all.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, with the child services, they always be failing because they don't go by the, oh, I got you the first time, or not even with baseball, 3 strikes. They be giving you like too many chances when they be having the evidence. Because one of the problems be, they had it's too many kids that they so-called gotta, put it in homes, and there's no room for all these kids. So where they gonna go? But they never really hit see if the mom or dad have an uncle, auntie, or somebody else. They don't care, especially, with this black and brown, because we had a similar situation out here with the Spanish boy. They kept coming to the house, and it took for, because the mom and dad killed the boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was like, big news all over LA. So to see the same thing happen there, like, when y'all gonna change our guidelines over there? Because it's crazy, all these little kids is suffering and dying, and LA County don't care.
Can't hear you speak. Can't hear you. I know it's a sad situation when you just looking at it. It's like a 9-year-old boy. He's already autistic. He has a different way of thinking. When you're not patient with yourself, you're not patient with kids. So, the kid should definitely be somewhere. Like if he was at his grandparents' house, it felt like the dad came there to do that. You know what I'm saying? In spite of where he was, probably happier. Being with the grandparents make kids act a certain way. They be good. You know what I'm saying? When they with their family, they don't get that attention that they get from grandparents. So for him to even go to the place where he probably felt safe and be done dirty like that, it's just sad for everybody, and especially little kids who don't have anybody else to look up to and protect them. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like they don't have no protection in this world.
Yeah, I don't see how you can have that much hate in your heart. He had his grandparents' house, right? Mm-hmm. So I can visualize the whole thing when I hear stories like that. So he had his grandparents' house, so that means his daddy took time to go over there to kill his own son. Like, what is wrong with, like, what we doing? Like, the punishment need to be different. You feel me? Like, the punishment need to be extreme. I'm on some Saw shit when shit like that happen.
Real talk. It's just disturbing. You know what I'm saying? I know we have to give you our news and rest in peace to that young man, that young, you know what I'm saying? Even though he autistic, he could have just been powerful in his own right and telling what he would have done in this world good. You know what I'm saying? We never would know because of the parents, because of the parents. And
there's a lot of geniuses on the spectrum, and there's different levels of the spectrum. You have everything from Asperger's to other forms of autism. But one thing I can say, the level of intelligence of people that are on the spectrum is super, super ridiculously high. I mean, my son graduated high school at 18. He finished college a year later. You know what I'm saying? That's speaks. But getting back to this, it's just senseless, and I feel really bad for that kid.
So that is our news for that. We have to go on that note because we got to bring y'all the news. In other news, let's go to some sports. Now, what's up with some lovely sports to change the subject? I'll start it off. So, Dr. J says that Kobe's jersey should not be retired. He said, what? That's why I was saving it for Thursday.
What was his reasoning behind that?
Let's go find the article, because what would be his reasoning? I think his jersey should be retired.
Absolutely.
Just because of how he left this earth, you know what I'm saying? It should be retired.
He's already retired.
But for Dr. J to say it, you know what I'm saying? That they have something to say about that.
I think as far as nobody being able to wear the number, maybe.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was wondering. Is it league wide that he's talking about? Because his number's already retired. I didn't get that. As a Laker, numbers retired. I think both numbers are retired. 8 and 4, right?
Yeah.
That's why I said, let me bring.
I actually think that regardless of what Dr. J said, I don't know
What was Dr. J number?
6.
Yeah, it was 6. That's right.
It was 6. It was 6 when he played for the Sixers, and then it was 32 also when he played for the Nets.
Hey, he was 32.
Yeah, he did when he played.
Over that.
He played for Jersey. Yep. But nah, man, I actually think that Kobe's jersey should be retired worldwide. God damn it! I mean, like he was one of them. He was one of those players. You'll never see a player like Kobe Bryant ever again.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
So we're gonna get into this and wonder why we have to talk about certain stuff. Wonder why? Yeah. Can y'all hear it?
No, we can't hear it.
Turn it up. Oh, it's up. But to look at the article then. Julius Erving opposed the idea of retiring Kobe Bryant's number.
Where'd you get those shoes?
Now the sound want to come on. Yeah. Now the sound want to come on. You know what I'm saying? The hell? Skip the ad.
With the what are those?
What are those? I always send KY's all of those. What are those? Oh, it don't want to do shit. Okay, move up so I can see what's going on. We can read over here.
Oh.
Okay, let us read it. Fuck that commercial. They giving us a hard time. Okay, after the NBA retired the jersey number of the late legendary Boston Celtics superstar Bill Russell, in August 2022, there were also suggestions to do the same for Los Angeles Lakers great Kobe Bryant. Pick up where I left off, KYs. Can you read that?
However, Philadelphia 76ers icon Julius Erving thought it was too early to give the Black Mama the honor. According to Dr. J, Russell was one of the most accomplished players in the NBA history and was a champion on and off the basketball court, while Bean kept his focus on the hardwood. Pause.
See? I know. You always got to mess with KY because he messed with me. He messed with me. Okay, we're gonna keep going because what was his reason? You lost your place because he played too much after the hardwood.
No, it gonna keep flipping.
Gonna keep flipping. Okay, go ahead.
I don't think he should be compared with Russell's situation. Erving said, Viva, Bava, whatever, TMZ. We're fresh into that, but let's see how that works out. Maybe at some point in time, Bill was 86 years old, so address it like what? Address it like that too. And I knew that was about to happen. It was all flickering. That too, an 86-year-old, multiple champion, multiple coaching champion, multiple on and off the court champion or whatever. There's no comparison. I wouldn't even try to compare Kobe Bryant to Russell.
Okay. Now that we've read that, my take on it is this. I still think Dr. J is wrong for that because we got to get out of that mentality. It's very unfair to compare anybody in the NBA to Bill Russell.
Right.
Bill Russell is the most decorated, and he did a lot of things off the court. I mean, it's not that we can't take anything away from him. He was definitely, and he played in a city that is notoriously known for racial discrimination. You know what I'm saying? And he was still being able to do what he did off the court. Yes, Bill did coach the team and win the title when he was player coach and things that he has a dream career. Like nobody in the NBA is going to ever really touch Bill Russell's accolades on and off the court. But for what Kobe Bryant meant to the game of basketball itself, what he meant to the actual game of basketball and how many people tried to emulate Kobe, tried to be like him, tried to just at least one of his moves. You know what I mean? Like develop something from him. A lot of the players in today's game have glimpses of Kobe's game. So I like I said, I'm not going to change my stance on it. I disagree with the good doctor. I mean, I love Dr. J, but I think that he's wrong for this one. I think that Kobe Bryant's jersey should be retired league-wide.
And like Pat Smoke said, he won't even make it to 86, you idiot. You know what I'm saying? He didn't make it. So it's a special circumstance. What you think?
I was gonna say, like if I'm finna be the flip the corner of the other side. Like, if he was alive, would Kobe still get that same, respect of his jersey when he did retire? Because he was close to. I mean, he did retire anyway, and I don't think he wouldn't have got that. Like, period. Because there's a lot of stuff that Kobe did behind the scenes that some people said that they didn't really like him like that.
Yeah, he wasn't that much of a.
He wasn't really like that, and that's why he don't really get discussed as much like a Michael Jordan or LeBron or even Bill Russell. Even though he won 11, he didn't even get mentioned like that.
No, he did.
Because it's all about Jordan. But
it took a long time to even league-wide retire Bill Russell's jersey. So, I mean, I see Dr. J's point on that, and I see what you're saying too, Kay, because I didn't look at that. Off the court, he did have some issues. And
I'm going to say this, and I hope nobody don't get mad when I say this. Kobe really didn't support us as black people like Bill Russell did.
That's true.
Bill Russell was with Muhammad Ali and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Next, all of them, yeah.
And standing up for us, and Kobe was kind of selfish, I'm gonna say. So I kind of see where Dr. J coming at from his point of view, but still, he's not here with us. So,
and I'm gonna say, and I hope people don't get mad at me about the Kobe thing, even though we share the same birthday, August 24th. Kobe's whole style was Jordan.
Yeah, he was.
Like, that's all I got to say.
He was just a new version. He was a new version of Michael Jordan. No, that's true. He was a new version of Michael Jordan. That's true. That's true.
He definitely would have coached his daughter. Hip Hop 99. He definitely was coaching his daughter at the time, but when they both tragically died. So yeah, it's a topic. It's sports talk.
I think that's a great point that Speak just brought up right there, because even though I feel like he did enough for the game, and he inspired a lot of people just because of the way he played basketball and how he was willing to teach people the game of basketball. He is a clone copy of Michael Jordan in a lot of ways. You know what I'm saying? Like his style of play, the way he pushed his teammates, because if you watch The Last Dance, you hear Michael's story, you think of Kobe, because Kobe actually there was many documented videos of him telling people in the practice they soft, you know what I'm saying?
And down to the gum.
He was reaming.
Down to the gum chew, down to even off the court. Like,
yeah,
Michael Jordan don't look out for us. I mean, I'm not saying he's supposed to, but like,
no, yeah, Bill Russell did all of that. He did all of that and then some. And I guess you're right. I see it from that perspective too. Do I still think his number should be retired league-wide? I definitely do because of the impact that he had on the game. But I also agree with the guys too, because those factors is why Dr. J said what he said. So I understand exactly why he said what he said.
It's the same rule of thumb, with hip hop, when people get accolades over the real professionals, you know what I'm saying? Even like Drowsy said, Dr. J is his name, is pretty much Dr. Dre. He inspired his name. So it's sometimes you inspire from people who are greater than you and before you, but some people don't give the credit to the people that came before them, and you can tell.
And even Dr. J did a lot off the court too. He did do a lot off the court.
And to add, since you said don't get the credit, I don't even think Kobe gave Jordan the credit that his game was Jordan.
No,
rest in peace to Kobe. We're gonna say that. But I don't think Kobe gave him the respect to be like, yeah, this is I
No,
took
he
your
said
game.
he admitted that he
admitted that he emulated Jordan. He did. He studied him. He studied him. He looked at him more as a competitor, but he also looked at him as a guy, because Michael did take Kobe under his wing. You know what I'm saying? He did take him under his wing in his final couple seasons in the NBA, but at the same time, I agree with you on that too. He didn't give him enough props though, for real, because
I mean, I feel like, people when all that stuff circulated, when LeBron got in the league and they like, well, he ain't Michael Jordan. Well, I don't think he was trying to be Jordan.
Never. He never was. His game ain't none of those guys' game.
And he does. They're not in the same position.
Yeah, he gets more in the same position for real. And he does get a lot of flack for it. And I do kind of think that LeBron, if anybody, he emulates Bill Russell a lot more than a lot of people, because he opened up a whole school for his community.
And it's successful.
It's very successful. Very successful.
Unlike Oprah Winfrey. Where's them kids at? They still miss.
Little boys ain't invited. Boys ain't invited. It's an all girls school.
Yeah, where's them kids at? They still was,
and then the things that you're hearing about what happened at the school. Oh man, jeez. Yeah, she's the wrong big O. Oscar Robertson is the big O, but she's the wrong big O.
Any more sports talk? I know y'all know what's going on with the games and stuff.
Yeah, I was about to say, you guys probably seen this in the NFL over the weekend. The quarterback from the Jacksonville Jaguars was making a play on a run where he was actually running towards the first down, and he was getting ready to do the traditional quarterback slide. And when you do a slide like that, you're not supposed to hit the quarterback. And the defensive player, I can't name his name because it's like a Muslim type name, but he laid into this dude as he was sliding. Now, some people are debating whether it was a late slide or whether it was not, but still the recklessness of this guy, because he has a history. Like, it wasn't just that particular incident. There's been several times in the last couple of seasons that this man has been fined for making, unnecessary hits.
Man,
and
football soft.
Oh, football soft. That's without a question. I agree with you on that completely.
That was Trevor Lawrence that got hit, right?
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence, and he's actually
hit.
Actually out for the season, and he definitely he's out for the complete season. They put him on injured reserve, which is pretty much meaning that his season is over.
And they showed him to the hospital that game right across the street. They shot him right to the hospital.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. I think they did that on purpose too. But make a long story short, the NFL, I agree with you, Kay. The NFL has gotten very soft. The game is not the game that we grew up watching. It's definitely not that. There's a lot of things that they cannot do, and I understand why they're trying to protect people. But it's a hit and be hit sport. You're going to get hurt. Everybody in football gets hurt.
You got Patrick Mahomes running around all freely, like not this.
But yeah, it should be this way because of the PT, the diseases, like you know what I'm saying. They can't even hold a cup in their hand. You know what I'm saying? And football should only be played honestly for like 3 years.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because
I think
it does a lot of damage to your brain and your body.
No, I think so, bro. The average NFL player only lasts 3 to 4 seasons. It's somewhere close to it. I know it's like it's no more than 5.
Brady went on.
You can fact check that, bro. It's close to like 5 seasons. The average NFL player. Some of these guys that we know that played long careers. Yeah, they played their long careers, but the average NFL player that's been in the league probably like 4 or 5 seasons. But I will say, to add on to this, though, Speak is actually right. The CTE and all of the mental, and they actually had a lawsuit, right? They had a lawsuit, and the NFL couldn't have that no more, so they changed the game.
It's scripted. Everybody gambling. That's all. Y'all paying y'all money for them to see who's gonna win the pot, or they already know who's gonna win the pot. They just waiting for y'all to put y'all money in it. And then
Absolutely. I do believe that. And a lot of NFL players are coming out saying that the NFL is scripted. Even players from the previous times have come out and said.
He said not everyone stays as long as Brett Favre.
No, not everybody does. However, there's some guys that outlasted him. Tom Brady played longer than Brett Favre did. There's several of them.
They're playing for the what's his name? He played for the Vikings. His old ass, he's still balling. Oh my God. I'm about to look him up. I'll find his name.
Aaron Rodgers been in the league for a long time. He's 42 years old. He's still playing football. And it's rare that you get people that play that long, but yeah, they've messed football all the way up.
Mm-hmm. So before we get out of here by 10:30, I want to get back into the music so we can change the vibe before we get out of here. And then we're going to see y'all on Wednesday. And let's just start that because we did our talking. We said our RIPs. We did all of our sports talk for this week because we know next week going to be a little bit different. And then we'll tell y'all where to find us, MissToyMusic.com, MissToy.real. All of that good stuff on Facebook, Miss Toy Rapper. Tell everybody where they can find you, Speak.
You can find me in St. Louis. No. Hey. You can find me at Speak Low on Facebook. You can find me at Speak Low Trey 0Trey47. That's 347 on TikTok. You can find me at SpeakLow _producer _barber _ whatever on IG. I know I changed my IG. It's like SpeakLow rapper _ producer whatever. Barber. You can find me though.
Exactly.
You can find me at custombeatking.com. Once again, there is a link to Miss Toy's website on my website. You can also find me on Twitter. I don't call it X. It's Twitter. To me, it's never going to be X. Twitter. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on LinkedIn. You can find me on Booksy. I do got an account on Booksy too, so you guys can find me on Booksy as well. I was about to say, I think those are really like the main ones that you can find me on. But yeah, check it out.
You can find me at 976-7070.
Hey. Y'all got a problem.
KWAZ 500 IG. My porn page for all the lady fans.
Cash at me if y'all want to see it. Don't send no money to him. If he doing it, you got to cash at me. Wouldn't even know about it if you didn't go. The collector. Call me the Mr. Toy. CEO Warrior. Y'all know
And
better.
I got another hotline number. You call it, you're gonna hear Goon singing. Singing about some cake.
That holiday cake. You got that holiday cake. We got a new holiday song from Goons coming. So that quick commercial. Make the commercial, K-Wise. Make the commercial. Now, y'all already know we here every Thursday. We here every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Same time. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all pull up, beat us here. And then we're going to get out of here with some music. We have about 10 minutes. Go ahead, J-Pad. You ready? Because, you know, we done talking. We're going to listen to some music.
I am. Y'all go ahead and mute up real quick. I'm going to go ahead and play my last beat for the night. I don't know what that was, but it said negative. I was like, what the hell? What the hell was that?
It said it's your last one.
I was about to say it's really gonna be your last shit. All right, I'm gonna play another one here. Let's just play this one.
J-Pad, J-Q. Juggernauts on the 1 and 2, man.
I'm gonna stop it now before everything go to shit.
Okay, let's go. Okay, I mean, go speak low. Y'all made me forget the order.
Hold on. Here we go.
Hey, what's on the track, boy? That's a fact, boy.
I know Goon's over there singing. Hit them high notes, Goon. Hit it. Yeah.
She hit a high note. Y'all know. She needs to get on the mic. All right, I'll see y'all next week. Lovely radio show. Y'all.